Hashtag uninstall WhatNot.
Woo,
What?
boy.
Oh man, recycling con exclusives. Oh, sorry, recycling facsimiles for con exclusives. DC Comics no longer
And
DC
making sure,
Comics.
yeah, DC Comics is not DC Comics, but now DC Comics is going to be DCEU is now going to be the MCU Part 2 for you. We've got Joker 2. And honestly, guys, have we gotten to a point where we're just reaching comic book, movie, and TV show fatigue? All topics we're going to be talking about tonight on the Comic Book Babylon. No, I gotta say that was pretty damn good considering we literally did not discuss that beforehand.
Nope.
See, usually we sit backstage and we're talking, and we're all of a sudden we're just like, all right, Nick's like, all right, I'm going live, and then whatever happens just happens.
It does.
This is the magic.
And I don't want to take credit for that hashtag. I can't find it. We've been getting blown up. Huh?
It was Rob's Fat Stacks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I loved it. At first, I thought it was Bronze Age. Then I thought it was TJ.
No, it was Rob's Fat Stacks, who invited me to be on his Saturday slab show-off show in September. So that's cool. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
Make sure you guys check that out. I think he actually I forgot to send him our logo, but he already put the thing up. But yeah, what a show tonight.
It's going to be an interesting one. Lots of talking, some smack.
Yeah.
And, but it's all going to be, I think, an interesting conversation. So we'll see what happens. Share it out. Dustin, did you make an Instagram post? Because we have been making waves on Instagram. We have not had this much interaction. I'm talking hundreds of comments, hundreds of likes, over a couple hundred shares on a couple of our posts today. We can only see, but it's where people are forwarding it to other people. So that was really interesting.
Dude,
the stories were blowing up today.
I mean, in the past couple months even, and the YouTube live show's been doing pretty good. I mean, I don't know. We might be seeing the revamping of Two Brothers Comics over here. It might not be the revamping you wanted, but it's the revamping you're getting. So hold on tight, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna take this ride and go all the way till the wheels fall off.
All right. So Kyle, hello, Bronze Age. Of course you can cut in line. You're a YouTuber, and you might be being paid by WhatNot, but we don't know that.
Damn YouTube influencers, bunch of sons of bitches.
What's going on, Tosh? What up, Warlord? Yes. So, and yeah, we're going to be honest, 100%. And what's a shame, man, is some of this stuff, like we're going to, we'll get into it. So a couple things before we get into the big topics I was going to mention to you, Dustin. So I downloaded Morbius, watched it, didn't download it. I rented it. Sorry. And watched half of it. That first half of Morbius, have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen any of it.
Okay, so the first half of it so far, it was pretty late last night when I watched it, has been better than all of Thor. And, bro, that's not saying a lot because it's not been great, but it's still better than Thor. What's going on, Adam? Oh, man. So I'm jumped on that bandwagon. I'm 50 issues out from being done with Spider-Man, and Nick Spencer's run has been so terrible, I cannot bring myself to finish it yet. It's been pretty rough. The only thing I can tell is that at least he wants Mary Jane and Peter Parker to be together, which I really appreciate. So that's very interesting. So we'll see.
All right, Instagram post is done.
It's Morbin time. Hey, appreciate it, Keystone. Feel free to chat, share it out. We're going to talk about that. I have the actual initial post pulled up. We're not going to name any names or talk anything, but we are going to go through the comments and stuff like that.
The fact that Keystone follows us on Instagram and has interacted multiple times on there and had no idea we had a YouTube channel shows that we kind of suck at advertising on Instagram, apparently.
Yeah.
We're good at starting shit, apparently, but advertising the old YouTube channel hasn't really been our strong point, but we're going to work on that. Adam, what's up, dude?
Yep, absolutely. All right, so What do we want to talk about first? Do we want to wait, give it a minute for the notifications to go out, talk
Yeah,
about whatnot?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So let's talk about then the DCU.
yeah.
Did,
Or did you pick anything up this week? That's usually how we start.
no, because I had COVID all week, so I did not go to Josh's.
Okay. I mean, I had a couple things I'll show.
And if I
Um,
sound like I'm nasally, that's why, because I have been recovering from COVID for the second time this year.
hmm.
Alan, what's up? What's up, Skefferson?
So, I after that Scotty Young Ghost Rider on the scooter cover came out a few months
Yeah.
back, I kind of fell down a Scotty Young rabbit hole. Never really been a fan of his art until that book came out, and then I would see a couple here and there at cons. This one specifically that I really liked, and I picked up a Galactus one recently that I really like. Anyway, this one came in finally. The guy he had a shipping mishap, but I finally got it. So I like this one. I think it's pretty cool. Doctor Doom playing with all the other little Avengers toys there. You see Spider-Man is obviously been destroyed, as he would be if Doctor Doom were to get a hold of him. No doubt about it. Spidey would not last a second. Not a second.
Actually, Spider-Man has kicked his butt.
Oh, whatever, Nick. Another book that I picked up off of Facebook. I picked this up like a week or so ago. I had a copy before and I sold it, and pretty much after I sold it, I regretted it. So I picked up another one of the Spider-Punk 1 in 50s. I don't know anything about this character other than I like the design of the character ever since I saw it when Justin showed me his hot toys. So, and Nick told me he's kind of a jerk. So I was like, well, you know what? That might be a Spider-Man I can get behind.
Yeah, it's crazy. The what's up, Ben? It's great, and Chris and Ken. So it's crazy. And Greg, what's going on? It's crazy the influence that he's had on people because he hasn't been around very long, and even in the Spider-Verse, like it was very minimal. But it was definitely very interesting to
Yeah.
see kind of him take off.
Yeah. And apparently, Target or Walmart accidentally leaked a spoiler that he's going to be in the Into Spider-Verse because he has toys in the Into Spider-Verse line. So that'll probably be my first interaction with that character. So kind of looking forward to that. And then I got a couple slabs back from CGC. I'm still waiting on like 8 more to come back that I sent with these like last September or October. But I got 2 of them back because they were all in different tiers. Got the Swamp Thing 49. I really thought this was a 9.8. Apparently, I was mistaken. It was almost there, but this is probably one of my absolute, if not my favorite Swamp Thing covers. And I was able to pick up a really nice copy from Dustin and Shane last year. And I was like, you know what? That's nice enough to grade. But it didn't hit the 9.8. So now I'm like, well, dang. Oh, well. Oh, well. I was definitely a 9.8 snob on that one, for sure. For sure.
So
And
do you
then,
have the book? Is the book you bought me in the press right now?
no, it's already out.
Oh, how's it looking?
It's done. I posted pictures on Instagram already, bro.
Today?
Yeah. See, while you're running around starting shit, I'm posting pictures of comic books and pressing detail and all that stuff.
What
So
up,
we're hitting them from
CLG?
both sides. See, that's why it's good to be a team, because you
Yeah.
hit them from both sides.
Yeah.
But I got this
Sure.
guy back finally, and I was super pumped. It hit the grade on the nail with what I said it was going to hit in the video when we did that a while back, like in September, October. Marvel Premiere 28, First Legion of Monsters. I picked this up last summer for $40 because at that point, there was no spec behind it. Nobody cared. But it's a Ghost Rider book, so I had to have it. And now that $40 purchase, yeah, it's worth a lot more now. But I mean, I could really care less what it's worth because this goes on the wall, baby. So
I love it.
I see a couple of things that I could probably press out, a couple of things that could be cleaned off. But honestly, I don't think it would improve the grade enough to really warrant paying to have it redone again just to bump it up half a point at the most. But regardless, awesome cover. Really, really enjoy that. So I'm happy that finally came back. I'm still waiting on a bunch to come back that I sent out with those. That is just aggravating the fool out of me that I ain't got back yet. Had a that Hot Wheels #6 Neil Adams cover, which is pretty much a ghost book.
Yeah.
And it's definitely going to be on the upper echelon of highest graded copies on the census too, which there isn't many at all. I had the Superman. What issue is it? The one that I just pressed and cleaned for you, where he's breaking the chains. The Neil Adams Superman. I had my Fantastic Four 55, the Surfer versus Thing cover. And my Marvel Spotlight #6, second appearance of Ghost Rider, which should definitely hit a high grade. And I can't remember what else is there, but definitely looking forward to getting those back. So those are all going to be wall books, keepers, and excited for that. So I think your Superman is probably going to hit like a 6065 now.
Really?
I mean, I spent probably an hour and a half just cleaning the back of that book yesterday. It was absolutely filthy, and I took really good pictures of the back beforehand and after. And I hate how you cannot get the lighting and the camera to work good enough to show how freaking dirty the back of a book can be. But that thing was absolutely horrible, but it looks good now. I was happy with it.
Right on, man. Oh, I guess I can put us both back full screen. So
that one's the one that I got in the press now.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I'm excited about that other one I sent you, the Venom Spider-Man cover. I've grown to really love that one, the purple one.
Oh, the ASM 316?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already cleaned that one up too.
I get it backwards.
Yeah. I cleaned that one up last night too, so it'll probably go in tomorrow.
So Hudat says he's here for the C2E2 drama. Cannot wait. We're going to give some good opinions, some thoughts. We'll see what happens. We're more so here for y'all's. Ripper Verse is on the come up. What's up, Trinity? Man, it's almost at 3.5 million. I still haven't bought anything. I'm not sure if I will or will not. It's just I'm not sure. But 3.5 million, man. I mean,
Charles said I had two books that I sent out in April of 2021 come back the other day, and neither were for him. It's crazy, dude, because like right now, it's almost like CGC has like two groups that are like working from each end towards each other. Because just like, it almost would make sense that they have one group working on stuff that's backlogged, shit that's just been there for a year or more. And then you have another group that's working on stuff as it's coming in. Because anything that you send in like now, it's coming back way quick, especially if you fast track it. We just sent in like 30 something books. Me and Britt and I, excuse me. I sent in like 6 books on a pre-screen he did because I didn't have the funds to do a whole pre-screen, and I really wanted to get that Batman Adventures 12 in on a pre-screen as well. And I mean, the shipping got delayed, so it won't be there till this Monday, but I would suspect we would have those back no later than a week from this coming Friday. I mean, that's pretty much been my experience with turnaround time recently. So, it's crazy. It's crazy to see that. And even economy fast track is like down to like under 20 days or right around 20 days right now too. So I don't know. At least I guess if I'm not getting the stuff I sent earlier last year, I can at least get the stuff I'm sending in now. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. The problem is I picked the worst time ever. I would just like to formally apologize for personally not crashing, but hurting the comic book market. I am the reason why books have decreased significantly in price and are harder to sell. That is on me, and I apologize. Nick can definitely attest to this. This would not have happened had I not decided to invest money into books and a press and time and learning to press and clean and grade and sell books to try to get out of having to sweat my ass off in construction every day. Had I not tried to do all that, the comic book market would probably still be flourishing, and it would be going wild. But I screwed it up for everybody, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
I hope you get a low grade. Nah, it's a candidate, man, all day. I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't a 98 candidate. Would not have bought it if it wasn't. But it's going to be, as soon as I get it back, though, I'm going to be putting it on. To me, what's got to be the best place right now to move books, especially big books, expensive books, graded stuff,
Is where?
Elite Comics on
Oh,
Instagram.
yep.
Elite Comics 11 on Instagram. Those guys got it going on. We've followed them for a long time, but never really dealt with them too much. And I've been talking with them and dealing with them. And we did a sale. I did a sale helping out my buddy Sean a couple weeks ago. And I got to tell you, man, Elite Comics 11 is definitely where it's at. They have the lowest seller fee percentages out of anybody. 5.5%. You can't beat that anywhere.
Yep.
Cannot beat that anywhere. Yeah, I know, Russ. I mean, I've always known about them. I've never really had anything that I felt like was worth putting on their page to sell. Because like sometimes you see the stuff they sell on there, and it's a little bit too impressive. It's intimidating, I should say. But recently, I've obtained some stuff that, I'm not going to chance it on WhatNot. I can't get people to pay more than $1 for Spawn number ones. I'm not chancing a $3,000 book on there.
Well, and that's kind of been a recurring theme that I've been seeing in a lot of groups, right? With a lot of posts, even in their own group. Somebody that the guy that runs Excelsior Comics, he's a really big presser. He runs that massive comic book pressing. He's like, look, I've had massive books that I want to sell, but I've no way I'd risk it on WhatNot.
Yeah.
And of course, they offer, to some people for whatever reason, the buyer protection, where I guess if it goes below market, they'll pick up those, which is questionable in its own right. But people are saying that if you're not like a say that again.
So I need that Captain America Tron variant right there. That thing is clean.
But basically, if you're not a sponsored or a featured seller or whatever, a celebrity seller, he's like, look, nobody can get anything going. So it's certainly very interesting. What's up, Bueller?
Yeah, and with Elite Comics 11, it's everything's right there for you, and they have the Elite guarantee, and it doesn't cover the buyer, it covers the seller. Yeah. If you buy a book from Elite Comics, see all of these books here that are listed, these are consignment sales here. These are books that people have reached out to them, and they vet their sellers too. You have to give them references, your phone number, your address. Like they have to check you out, make sure you're good to go. Look, I think that right there was Russell's book right there. Go back up, that FF number 4 right there, signed by Stan Lee, my man, Who Dat Comics. I believe that was his book right there. They're not just letting anybody on here selling their stuff. So you can definitely trust buying from them, because if you're not happy with the book you get, if it's not as described, and that goes for here or on their live sales, they will take care of you. They will take care of the buyer 100% there. So the Elite Guarantee is what I started calling it. But they've got a huge platform of followers. Very nice guys to deal with. Easy, no hassle stuff. You just flip through the pages there, and if you see something you like, you can claim it. There are certain dealers, or there are certain people that list stuff that are willing to take offers as well. So I mean, it's definitely going to be the place that I start using going forward for anything substantial in price, for sure, 100%. So if you're not following Elite Comics 11, and we're not sponsored by them, we're not partnered by them,
they don't even know exactly who we are. They think we're movie reviewers. In all fairness, that's because of what I post on right here.
Right.
Back when I was crapping on Gore.
But definitely go follow them if you're not already.
Good stuff. I love that. All
Yep,
right.
that's what I was saying. What who dat like you can't beat their fees. Like it's definitely the lowest out there. 5.5 for the consignment sales and then 7% on the live sale. Like you cannot beat it. There's your Spider-Man book.
Yeah, I saw it.
So you can see where it had a really bad spine roll, and I was able to, aside from the bad wrap on it, I have yet to get one that had a really good wrap to where you can literally crease it all the way down without having any of the back of the book over on the front, without pulling the cover away too much so that the pages stick out. But it still looks a hell of a lot better than it did for sure.
Awesome. All right. Well, and Greg, that's strictly because you probably went with Justin. You know that joker, he'll go to bed 7 o'clock on a Saturday night if you let him. I'm just kidding, but he will take some naps.
Wow. Okay. Well,
interesting.
I wonder why. Probably for the same reason that Marvel disables the comments on all of their videos. Like if you go to TikTok and you see a Marvel ad for like Thor Love and Thunder, you ain't commenting on none of that, bro. Like Marvel ain't having it. You are not going to come in here and talk shit about us on our own platform. I'll be damned.
All right. Well, so let's talk about a couple things then. Let's just jump into a lot of this WhatNot mania, as they like to call it, right? And but let's not go there first. Let's talk about what this is. The facsimile not even a reprint, just facsimile with a stapled on
pictures
cover.
I sent you?
Yeah, I got them pulled up too.
Okay, cool.
So this is wild to me because at first I was like, okay, this is an interesting cover, and this is kind of what it looks like, right? These are already being graded.
And you can't really tell that this is what it is from the pictures. And I looked everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have a website. I didn't go on their website, but we can go on there and see. I don't believe that they advertise this book as being what this book is.
I don't know. I have no clue. I thought it was just a con exclusive.
Well, no, I'm saying they did not say, they did not advertise like, hey, we had some leftover facsimiles from last year that we just stapled this plastic cover over, and now it's a whole new book with a whole new print run. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Bro, it is wild. That's what
and I was looking everywhere to try to find, because they had these for sale on their page or their website one. And we can go to their website and see if well, actually I did go to the website. It's not on there anymore. I was trying to see if they said if there was a specific print run the first time they sold the book.
I have no clue. So that's what it looks like. Let's see. Well, apparently it was sold out in less than 20 minutes from what we're hearing. But that's no big. So I don't know.
Yeah. So if you scroll down, they have a post from last year. It'll be in that middle part. From last year where they advertised, hey, this book's going on sale tomorrow. I didn't see anything about a print run on there though. Which
I don't know, because the facsimile just, it was just a facsimile, right?
There it is, right there.
Or is it this one?
Yeah, that's it. And then if they also had, they had that one, which I'm sure we're going to get the Virgin Acetate cover at some point too. But
I see. Okay.
Did they sell out the first time? Did they claim they sold out the first time?
I have no clue.
Was there a specific print run that was given the first time?
I don't know, but see, my biggest thing is, I don't care. We all know print runs are probably a little frigged up anyways.
Oh, yeah, they're shaky at best.
Yeah, and the reason being is because you have to order a certain number, there are damages, things like that, replacements, especially if you're getting them graded. Like, so you may claim you're only releasing 750 or whatever, but like with Marvel, I don't know if the minimum's 750 or not. So, but print run to me isn't the biggest deal here. To me, it's like, okay, this is, let's see what they call it here. Just UF4 acetate exclusive, right? So to me, I'm like, okay, cool. But it's a facsimile that you just stapled stuff on top of.
Yeah.
And so that's what's very interesting to me. And I'll share another screen.
Can we also just talk about, like, this is just my opinion, and this book is ugly as hell, dude. That cover is, even without the acetate, it looks bad. And I'm a Clayton Crane fan. Yeah. This thing does not look good. But these are pictures we received from some friends that were at C2E2,
Yep.
and I was reaching out to them, and this was before I saw the so on Black Flag's Instagram, someone finally got them to answer, is this just the old facsimile that you guys just stapled this onto? And they finally said, like they said, yeah, like we just added the acetate cover. So before I was able to find that, it wasn't really out there as a fact that, yeah, they just stapled this new acetate thing onto this cover, and it's just it's the old book, and that's all it
Yep.
is. So I actually reached out to a couple friends who were there, and they were able to track someone down that had one and get us some pictures. So you can see here the added staples. There's your the top staple, the top part right there. That's your initial staple, I believe. Or, well, let's see. Yeah, that would be the initial staple. And then the one on the bottom there that's in the green, the second one, that's an added staple. Now, Nick,
Very
what
weird.
happens when you add staples to a book and you send it in for grading?
Well, clearly with this one, it comes back a blue label. And this to me is just wild, bro.
This
I
whole
mean, it
book
really
is a
is.
sham, bro. This whole book is a sham.
Yeah, so an acetate cover added, and to me, it wouldn't even be that big of a deal if you're like, hey, this is just a facsimile. It's a Clayton Crane exclusive, but we're going to charge you $85 to just basically staple some stuff on top of it. But again, some people may really like this, so great. But
Who dat? They got one graded a 10, dude. Wanting $2,500 for it.
Oh yeah, I shared up.
They had 9.8s, they had 9.9s, and they had 10s at the show. And we've got some we've got some videos we're going to show you guys, but you know that how is it that you can just add, and the other thing is this something, if you're gonna do this and you're going to sell this, no, they really did who that, like I mean, they really did have 9.8s, 9.9s, and 10s, like multiples. It's crazy. So is this something, and I don't know the legality of it, but I know this is something that that you and I spoke about earlier. I know Bronze Age talked about it on his video he dropped out earlier. Is this something that would have to be okayed by Marvel to do and sell?
I would think so.
And,
yeah,
like how does that work? And
I don't think it's that big of a deal, like from that aspect, in my mind, anyways. For me personally, I don't care they're doing it.
Yeah.
I would have, thought they would have been like, look, this is a facsimile. Because
he is transparent as the damn shitty little cover you just put over the other one.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand it, man. Like, you put a little piece of plastic over it and put an extra staple and tell everybody we have a new exclusive book. Like, this is a brand new book. Like, be transparent.
Yeah.
And this is not and not to I don't really know anything about Black Flag Comics. I know they sponsor some of the other people, like here on YouTube and stuff. And I've even commented on some of their stuff because, like I said, I'm a Clayton Crane fan. And so once I saw he was with them, I gravitated towards their page and followed them. And I tried to get that freaking crossbones and skull cover he did. But, I mean, I'd commented on a couple of their things. And, I've never thought anything was, shady about them or anything, but this just comes off a little shady, whether they meant it to or not.
Yeah,
it comes off shady.
And again, I don't know if they necessarily meant it to. Like I said, for me, I think it would have been completely just fine if they would have advertised it as facsimile in the title, right? To me, that would have solved all of my personal problems with the book existing.
Well, I think everybody knows that, like, it's I don't think that's an issue at all. I mean, everybody knows it's not a damn first print.
No, I know that, but I'm saying they're upcycling basically a book from last year. From
so that's what so they that's what I'm saying. Like they did not explain that this is a book that was released last year that we just added something to it with a stapler, and now we're going to charge you more than it cost you last year because we added this. Like, it's just I don't know, and I don't like the cover. And this I haven't seen many Clayton Crane covers that I don't like.
Yeah.
But I don't like this cover before the acetate, and I don't like it after the acetate. I think think it looks way worse after the acetate, and I'm about as damn patriotic as you can get. But I
And
just,
Tosh, and like I said, man, we don't know much about them. We're not saying them specifically. We're just saying in this scenario, it's a little weird.
yeah,
I don't think there was any necessarily any malice intent, right? I mean, the idea in itself is pretty neat. You know what I mean? Even if you don't like the way it looks. So, and
I think it just, like I said, it just comes off shady, whether they meant it to or not, because they weren't very transparent about it.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right, and then that leads. Do we want to jump into the next one? The Facebook post. Let me share it out. I'll pull up the full post that I posted on our story earlier. So this comes from Comic Book Speculator.
Oh, damn it, Greg!
I've thought about it.
Stuff. That's good stuff.
I've thought about it. Oh man, funny. All right, let me clean up my tabs a little bit. All right, so this is the post that I pulled down.
Greg. Then I could not watch it 2 times.
Oh man, let me see if I can just zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to let me. It's fine. All right. So this is the post from our Instagram that got a ton of traction. I put it on our story as well today. And then I finally just put it as a post to try to see what other people thought. So it's very interesting and intriguing what's happened. And, we weren't there, obviously, so we're just going off of this post. But what we can tell you is we have also had several other people who are also in the quote-unquote YouTube community, much larger channels than ourselves, actually message us after we post that. They're like, yeah, we saw it today. We've seen it at other cons, so on and so forth. So we're not naming any names because we don't know. This is just what, some weird stuff. All right, so it says, so I witnessed something yesterday at C2E2. Really set me off. I'm usually an easygoing gal, but this just rubbed me the wrong way. There was a very popular variant being sold, limited to 750 copies. Okay, so we're talking about the Black Flag exclusive just there. My boyfriend was about 15th in line as an exhibitor even before the VIP access opened. He doesn't sell comics, so he's not too well known in the community, but we are collectors. They sold out within 15 minutes of the show floor opening to general admission, which, doesn't necessarily surprise me. And so multiple retailers, representatives of retailers of social media influencers, and big-time live auction sellers walk up to the front of the line and request an absurd amount of copies. One asked for and received without question 125 copies. And the requests were granted with no questions asked, right in front of those who were in line. And so this is really the big thing, right? The people have kind of commented. We've commented about that, literally jumping right in front of all of the people who. And in the comments, and in other comments, apparently it's folks associated with WhatNot. Again, we're not there; we don't know. But again, we have had.
All I've heard is influencers of all types.
Yeah, and we've had people message us and give us some additional information. But again, that's not for us to put names out there. And so what's frustrating? Like I totally get the frustration, right? Because if you're in line. And even as a VIP, you spent all this money, and you want to be there up front, and then people just walking up. Can I get 125 copies? Can I get
85, 100, a short box?
Yeah. So, but it is absolutely wild to me that you walk up, and even if it was like prearranged, like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and buy these. And again, we don't know because it sounds like from here it wasn't prearranged. It was like an actual transaction happening in front of everyone. Could you imagine how terrible that looks? Right? You have imagine you're Todd McFarlane and you have hundreds of people in line selling one of your signed Spawn exclusives or whatever or something. Damn right we are. But imagine you've been waiting in line.
Especially the ones with big-ass buses with their names on it. I can't stand those types.
Douche canoes.
Flip-flop wearers.
But apparently he's pretty good in arm wrestling.
The old man's got it. I guess when this is the only thing you do on a lot of nights, I mean, it paid off for him at C2E2.
Yeah. But again, you show up in front of all these people, and it's kind of crappy from both ways, right? If you're just going to jump in line and say, hey, I need 150 copies or whatever it is, and multiple people are doing that, not doing it right in front of that massive line of people. I'm assuming it was a pretty big line. And then you look terrible from a retailer standpoint of preferential treatment. But not only that, like, you just don't give a damn about the every average ordinary
Yeah. I mean,
person.
you can't
Wild.
see. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people are laying all the blame on the people that were walking up and doing it, and like, yeah, that's pretty shitty. Like, to do that. It's also pretty
Exactly.
shitty to not limit the copies
Yep.
and tell somebody like, bro, I can't sell you 150 copies.
Yeah.
We have a huge line here.
Yeah.
So like, that's pretty shitty to not do some kind of limit. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, man, I can see, somebody buying 2 or 3 copies, but you're just going to let somebody multiple people walk up and buy more than 50, 60, 70 copies? Like, multiple people do that?
Yeah.
Oh, and then when your stock gets super low, like you'd barely have anything left,
Oh yeah, this is what's even better.
they jump the prices up from 85 or 75 to $100.
Yeah. No, I think they jumped it up by $100 total, right?
No. They
No?
jumped
Okay.
it up to $100 per copy once they got down to
50?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there was 50 left. And then on top of that, then they changed the price of the graded books as well.
Hey, look at that. Bueller using the WhatNot money with the super chat.
Appreciate it, Bueller. 85. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So, okay, so I was right the first time. So I guess this post here, yeah, saying 75. Like, because I've heard 75 and I've heard 85, but
This is shitty as can be. So again, I don't know what's shittier, jumping in front of everyone to do this or allowing it to happen, right? I mean, like Dustin, if you and I were selling and Josh walks up and he's like, "Can I get 100 copies?" And we had 200, 300, 400 people in line, and it may have not been, but Skeff said the line was insane. So, say there was 50 to 100, a couple hundred people, whatever. Like, I'm not giving that dude 150 copies of something, and he's literally one of our favorite human beings.
I mean, it would be
alive.
one thing if there wasn't a line at your
Yeah.
booth and you're like, shit, we ain't gonna sell these books.
Hell yeah.
But when you see a big ass line, like this shit's about to sell out, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like,
And especially
it's like I understand. Like, and we also, we don't want anyone to think that like we don't understand and approve of, the capitalism, because that's not the fact at all. 100% supportive of capitalism in every way, but there's also a code of ethics that should come into effect at some point, where you have people who are fans of the product you are putting out.
Yeah.
Who are there to support you in what you are doing. People that buy your stuff on Instagram, buy your stuff on your website, pay your damn bills, and you're just gonna look at every single one of them and just piss right on them.
Yeah. There's literally, yeah, dude. Wow. And again, if this happened the way it is, I mean, as she says, multiple retailer representatives of social media influencers, basically of WhatNot, and this looks terrible.
Tell you what, y'all want to buy 150 copies of an exclusive? Y'all come talk to me. Anybody want to buy 150 copies of an exclusive? I got one for you. But I mean, it's like, look, this book was gonna sell out.
Yeah, wow.
From the sounds of the line, and okay, so like the before con dealings and deals and stuff popping off, like, that's not a new thing. That happens. All right. That, I mean, hell, I got buddies of mine, hell, they'll buy a booth just so they can get in early and check stuff out beforehand. Now we're not going in there to buy exclusives. We're trying to grab, wall books, monsters and stuff like that, like big stuff. But I mean, still, like we're talking about, like, the con is going on now, and you've already got people lined up, and you just say, nope, we don't give a damn.
Yep.
I know I was listening to White Shadow Comics, I think is the YouTube channel. He was talking about, there was a guy standing in front of him, and they were waiting in line. That guy drove 4 hours specifically to buy that book. And
Yes, and that's what's shitty. Like, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but this is like another point that we were going to talk about. Is extraordinarily. I mean, there's no way to put it. It's just shitty. It's a terrible thing to do. Hey guys, I'm going to walk up right in front of your dumbass faces because y'all are waiting in line and I'm not. I'm going to buy 150 copies. Then I'm going to go on my platform, whether it's eBay, WhatNot, whatever it may be, Instagram post. Obviously, we know if there's 150 copies, nobody's going on a Instagram post to sell those. And explain to you that, hey, because I love you guys, you're my sellers, I appreciate you, I got these for you. You know, and I'll sell them to you at a great deal, whatever you guys bid them up to at $300 a pop or whatever, versus the 85 that I basically took the opportunity away from all of these people to buy.
well, and it's not even that,
I mean,
though,
that looks
because
so shitty.
well, everybody standing in those lines, they, you know, that's C2E2 is one of those cons that people go for the exclusives.
It's like San Diego and some of these other. Of course,
San
in my mind,
Diego ain't even really all that with the
well,
exclusives.
there's some
I mean,
good
like,
ones there.
is
but-
okay. Like I know New York and C2E2 seem to always have the hottest exclusives of the year as far as shows go. People show up for those at the show.
Yeah.
And not every single person standing in that line shops on eBay and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But and honestly, I looked at all the C2E2 exclusives this year. I didn't think any of them were that great. Yeah, Skep just said it there. Yeah, like I didn't think any of them were really that great this year. Everybody jumped on me on a Facebook post today when they were, because I said that one was the second ugliest one after the Banana Wolverine cover, and they were like, "Hey, oh man, they came at me with pitchforks, bro. Don't you talk about
the Wolverine cover is pretty cool though.
No, I hate that cover. I think it's the ugliest shit I've ever seen. I hate that book.
I don't think it's.
And everybody's like, "Oh, you're just jealous you didn't get one." Like, bro,
you know what, though? That's another example of another book that I bet you is cooled down significantly.
No, that one's one that's held.
I bet you it's not as strong though as it was right out of the gate.
In 9.8, I think it's like around. It's up there.
I want to say it was going for like $400 or $500.
I think it's up to almost 800 and a 9.8 at one point.
Yeah, and that's not going for that. What was it? Let me see. I'm going to look it up.
But I had it's still 450. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they're still up there. Yeah, I had people like, "Oh, you're just jealous you didn't get one." I'm like, "Bro, I had like 3 people call me at the show and ask me if I wanted one." And they sent me a picture of it, and I said, "Oh, hell no." Ryan even contacted me because he had somebody at that show, and he was like, "Hey man, do you want one of these?" He's like, you can get a couple of copies. I got someone there." And I'm like, "No." I was like, that book is ugly as hell, bro. I don't want that. But hey, to each their own, man. Like, people think some of the covers that I like are probably ugly as hell too, but
especially a lot of those 90 ones. But I mean, but as a whole though, man, this really does look bad on if it was a bunch of folks for WhatNot, looks really bad on them as a whole.
Well, I mean, instead of singling out, I mean, it just looks bad on the comic book community,
Yeah, and especially if you're one of the, I mean, because this isn't just the only place, right? I mean, we posted it, other people posted it.
And again, we're not trying to say that Jack Mayo, sorry ass, walked over there and bought all these for WhatNot himself. Okay, people associate people on WhatNot with WhatNot, whether like people have associated me with WhatNot. I'm we're not associated with WhatNot, but I used to sell on there. So, that's what people who bought from me on there associated me with.
Yeah.
If they saw me out and about, that's what they would associate me with.
Yep.
But, so it's not, we're not at all saying like WhatNot walked over there and bought them all. Like, no, it was people that people noticed from WhatNot, associated with WhatNot, and not just WhatNot, Instagram, YouTube, all of it.
Yep. It's wild, man. But it really, I mean, it just every way about this just looks so bad. And what if that was like this first kid's first time trying to meet his favorite creator, and some douche canoe walks up and buys 150 of them out from underneath, and maybe this kid was 16th in line or something, and I'm just like, how terrible is that just to make a quick buck? And obviously it's not an insignificant amount of money, but I don't know, it's really shitty. It is really shitty as a whole, and it is what it is, right? So, um, but I know a lot of people are asking about names and stuff. Again, we don't know the names. All we've seen is what's in the comments, and we're not throwing out stuff we didn't see for
Yeah, I
ourselves.
mean, we weren't there, so I mean, I'm not gonna we're not gonna sit here
But
and be like,
this is the
oh,
page,
you know.
CBSI community page. They're a great group of people, actually, and it's in their Facebook group. And there are literally, let's see, 271 comments on here, and you'll see a lot of familiar names in here. People who are on YouTube, who are putting a lot of really solid, or Instagram or whatever, that also do what some of these people are claiming, influencers or whatever, putting their own thoughts on there. And we didn't comment on here, but I don't think there was a supportive, like, hey, good for these guys that they got their bag. You know what I mean? So it is not a good look at all. I think collectively as a whole.
And this is something that we've talked about before, because it's not something that just happens at these cons. Like,
Yeah.
Scorpion Comics, they got into a lot of shit because you know how fast their stuff would sell out. I mean, 30 seconds is gone. Well, then you find out later on, oh, well, they're pre-selling to dealers and stuff as long as they buy more than 10 before they go on sale for everybody else.
Yeah.
And I think what everybody is aggravated about is just not is feeling like they didn't get a fair shake at it.
Yeah. And again, I am
that's all anybody wants is a fair shake.
And I am like the biggest proponent for capitalism, and
that's what I said when you weren't here earlier for a second.
The biggest proponent for capitalism. I think it is one of the most wonderful things, but it's not very capitalist.
Like I said,
it
ethics has got to come in at some point.
Yeah, right. Just because you can walk up and do it, should you? Just because, hey, you have a certain T-shirt on, or maybe you talk to this person beforehand, should you sell, a couple hundred copies and screw everybody else? I mean, this lady said that there was 15 people. She was the 15th person in line, right? If I remember right. And that people were letting their friends jump in front of the other people to grab a whole bunch, as many as they want. They didn't cap any.
See, I would have said something about that shit. There's no way I would have stood there and just not said something. If I see people, oh, there's my buddy Nick, bro, just come stand with me.
Yeah.
Oh no, we would have had some words.
Yeah.
This little guy right here would have been in your face. Oh hell no!
All 4'12" of them.
I've been standing here for so long, however long it's been. I'll be damned if you just gonna walk up in here.
And again, this isn't the first con that people have messaged us about. They said it was happening at San Diego. It was happening at some other cons too. Dallas, I think this is the first time it's really come to light for us anyways. And again, we've had people message us saying, hey, we saw it happen today that we trust. So we don't think nobody's making this stuff up. It's wild, dude. But hell, your ass would get kicked out of C2 or out of C2E2, especially if it was from, somebody like WhatNot.
Why would I get kicked out?
Oh, because all they would have had to say is Dustin's being very disruptive. Can you please have him removed?
Oh, we'd have been. I'd have disrupted all kind of shit if somebody would have tried to cut in front of me. That's right, Stanley on Pretzel Day. Did I stutter? Oh, I ain't gonna need a ladder.
No, he jump on my shoulders. Oh,
no,
man.
But I mean, like, no, I'm not gonna obviously I'm being facetious, but I mean, seriously, I would have said something though. I would have been like, yo, man, that's really, you just let 3 or 4 of your boys walk up here and just gonna cut in front of everybody that's been standing here.
Yeah.
Is it worth throwing hands over it? No, don't get yourself thrown in jail over a damn comic book. That is ignorant.
No,
but
I think this book,
should people have said something? Yeah, and that was the other thing. I kept seeing people on the comments on our Instagram, like, why was nothing said? Everybody just stood there and watched all this shit happen, and nobody questioned it or said anything to Black Flag at all about it. Asked why?
Because you would have been removed. It wouldn't have done any good.
No, you ain't getting the book anyway. Don't be scared to question the shit.
Well, it's not they would have definitely done everything they could to probably have you removed.
Wow.
But what blows my mind is, like, I guess C2E2 is not necessarily not going to regulate all of their sellers, right? I mean, that wouldn't be.
He's like 6'7", Dan. That bastard's way taller than I thought.
Kyle, have a good night. Dustin will get back to you. Yeah, but again, it is one big pump and dump right now with a lot of these exclusives. How bad have the WhatNot exclusives from like early on dropped?
Oh, I have no idea. I know once they finally sent out one copy of the Omni Man and one copy of the girl to all of the rest of us, by the time we got them, the prices had definitely dropped. And
Yep.
like, I mean,
That's what we should do. Nobody steal the idea, but if you do, at least give us some credit back. Is look at some of these cons exclusives, or some of these that are really being pumped and dumped consistently. See how bad are they actually dropping. Because again, if you want to buy them, fantastic. I think they're wonderful covers, but definitely don't
except this
invest in
Ultimate
them.
Fallout 4 facsimile, that thing is just terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty bad. So, and I swear to God, it was like, oh, they only have 1,500 print run, but it seemed like every 5 seconds, uh, uh, there was like somebody with another 40 or 50 copies somewhere. So
Of what?
of just any of the recent exclusives that are being
Oh
pumped.
yeah, yeah. There's no
Do you do
telling
it
how many of those were printed.
but do you do it specific to con exclusives or whatnot exclusives? Because you could do the whatnot edition.
I know JP, he does a 6-month look back at like the hot comics and see
Yeah.
like if they dropped or not. But
Yeah. I don't know, guys. It's wild. Anything else? Any other opinions on this? I mean, are we way out of line on here to think that it's kind of shitty for somebody to do this to the entire line, to go jump in front of whether or not you're a retailer or representative of a retailer, social media influencer, or big time live auction seller? I mean, 125 copies without question. That's wild. And they probably got a deal on them too. They didn't pay 85 a piece for them, I bet, but by God, they'll sell them to you for $300 a pop. Maybe they didn't get a deal. I don't know. I'm betting they got a deal.
I don't know. We weren't there, so we don't know. We don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people are still making these things fly on Whatnot, man. Because I gave up on Whatnot as a whole. Because I mean, could not get
it's
shit to
saturated
sell.
with sellers,
Yeah.
right?
Like
And
I used
then,
to do the dollar starts on everything.
yeah.
And I was once I got through all of my collection that I was going to sell, I was done. Like I did a sale. I said, "All right, guys, this is my last one. This is pretty much everything I had left, and we're done
Hey,
here."
so again, we don't have photos or videos or anything, but there are people talking about who it might have been with names in these comments. So you can go check it out. Hell, people have dropped names in our own posts.
Well,
so,
and like,
but it's just not
I
our.
guarantee you, like 95% of the people standing in that line were buying them to resell.
Yeah,
Like,
but at least they had the damn they did it the right way.
I mean, yeah, I mean, but again, it's to be fair.
Hey,
You
good
still
deal.
have to lay as much of the blame on
Not
Black
good deal.
Flag
Sorry.
as anybody else.
Yeah.
Black Flag, they did nothing to prevent this from happening. Black Flag did themselves no services here. They showed that they could care less about the people that support them and showed up at this con to buy their product. They showed they didn't give a damn. And it is as much at their feet as anybody else's.
Yeah.
It is as much at their feet as anybody else's. And like I said, are people mad that they didn't get a copy so they could resell it and make the money? Absolutely. Is there anything wrong with that? Hell no. Oh, the problem is the fact that, and you know what? Like shit's not always fair. It really isn't.
Yeah.
But this is kind of fucked up.
Yeah. And again, we're not the only ones.
I mean, because come on, bro. Like, imagine. I'm trying to think of something else to relate it to.
I really don't know.
Imagine if you're standing at the damn soup kitchen and you're just trying to get a bowl of soup, bro. And some group of people walk up, a couple guys walk up straight to the front of the line. They grab a whole pot, walk out. Another group of guys walks up, they grab a whole pot, they walk out. And you've been standing there for an hour waiting to get your damn bowl of soup. All you want is one bowl. and you get up there and they say, "Bro, we ain't got shit left. You can lick the ladle if you want to, but there ain't no soup left,
Yeah.
man.
Or you can go buy it from one of those
You
other
know,
people for 4 times
yeah.
the
I
price.
mean, it's just it's not necessarily like I can't like no, everything's not always fair, and that's
It's
something
just
that
a
I
little
teach
bit.
my kid all the time. Like Nick and I, like we're not the guys that you guys have to worry about with. Oh, it's not fair, and oh no, no, like
F your
whatever, dude.
feelings, bro.
Like if you want the shit, hustle your ass off. Make sure you're there on time. Get it. All right.
It was one of these,
But the fact that people got there on time, did what they thought they had to do to make sure that they were there to get a copy.
yeah.
And like I said, that White Shadow guy, he said that he said he was like 40th in line. We're talking about 750 of these at the show. He's 40th in line and he didn't get one.
Well, and this other lady, she was 15th. Her boyfriend was 15th in line, something like that.
Yeah, like how is that? How's that? Oh, that's crazy, man. Like
Yeah, it's just
everybody's just looking for this to be like, like give me a fair shake at it. Like give me
yeah,
like you should have just told us like there's stop get this. Like
yeah.
they think
Why even
if they show up at another con, people are gonna show up and want to buy these damn things.
no.
Good luck.
And honestly, like, if you're one of these people that pisses you off, just don't do business with ever again with any of these people doing these kind of practices. That's really the best way the market's going to take care of them, i.e. capitalism. When people are doing shitty business practices, stop doing business with them, right? That's it. And then if everybody gets to that point, then they're done.
Yeah,
They're out of it.
just another collector. That was something I talked about just a little while ago. Like it blows my mind that everyone just stood there and watched and
Yeah.
didn't say a word. Like,
Yeah.
I would have walked straight up to the table and been like, bro, what like what's happening here? Like,
Dustin just would have
are
flipped
we
some shit.
out?
He'd have got on a step ladder and
Don't act like you
flipped
know
the table.
me.
Huh?
Don't act like you know me.
Dustin,
never-
honestly, it's something like this. I swear to God, I think he would get angry enough where his ass might get kicked out. Because
I would have
Dustin has
walked
some
up
anger
there and
issues.
I would have asked him. I'd have been like, "What the hell's going on, man? Like I've been standing here, waiting my turn, doing exactly what I'm supposed to do here. What's going on here? What do I? Why am I not getting a book now? Because I stood in this line. Like how is this? What practice are you guys using here? Because I'm not familiar with this way of selling things here. You told us this was going to be available, and that we needed to come get in line at your booth to get these, and 15 people back, you're telling us no, there's not 15 left.
Yeah.
Explain, please.
Well, so I've done that before. I've waited in line for something. I waited in line for 3 hours for this Majin Vegeta.
Yeah.
Over 9,000 exclusive. One of my most prized possessions outside of one of my comic books. I
Thunder
adore
God
the
would
thing.
have, Thunder God, me and Thunder God would have been, hell, Thunder God would have probably been in front of me.
Yeah.
I'd have had to push Thunder God out the way so I could get my 2 cents in.
But so again, so I waited 3 hours in line for this from Chris Sabat, met him, one of the nicest dudes. And he was allocating this and brought a ton, and it was super, that was the way to do it. Like when you have people willing to wait, and there were some people there obviously wanted to buy and flip, but literally I rushed in VIP, tried to find his table, and I still waited 3 hours, one of the first people there to get this. And dude, just I would have been so disheartening to see.
I remember when you did that.
Katie stood there with me the whole
I thought
time.
you guys were so stupid.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was our first con we'd ever gone
I was
to.
like, for what, dude? I was like, why would you stand in line to talk to somebody?
Yeah, and I was so pumped because I got him he signed it for me. But if I would have done all of that and waited and then got in line, missed everything else going on, and somebody just walk up out of nowhere and say, "Can I get like a couple hundred of these? You sure? Good? We cool? How much you want? Half price for them, and then I'm going to flip them for 300." like on my phone here. You sure we're good with that? Screw the fans. Screw the people that you actually want to meet Clayton Crane and talk to him and have him sign this exclusive. Okay, cool. That would have broke my heart, and I couldn't have done that to all those people. I could not have, like, if I cared enough about this comic community, and you actually care about it, and you want to do something positive, and then try to spin it like, hey, I just jumped the line in front of all these people here, screw them, but I'm going to bring it to you guys on my selling platform because I care about you, and I'm going to take care of the comic community. Stupid. It's just shitty all the way around.
Yeah,
Collect your way.
Just to preference, when I told when I
We're
just
about to
said
get rid
that
of
I
that
told
one.
Nick I thought he was stupid for doing that, that was well before I got into comics. I thought it was crazy that he would stand in line to speak to someone. Like, mind you, Heroes Con day one, I stood in line for 48 minutes to see freaking Jim Steranko. And the guys at the front of the line had not gotten one thing signed yet, and they had like 40 things a piece to get signed.
You know
But
what I would?
the next day, and this again, what the mindset that people had to get this book. I'm thinking, all right, like, line's crazy today. Tomorrow, my ass will be the first one in this line, guaranteed.
We're about to get rid of the collect your way slogan. Collecting your way is sometimes just not very smart.
But next day I got in there, and I had a dealer bracelet, so I was able to get in with the dealers, and I was standing in his line almost an hour before anybody walked up, and he wasn't even there. It was important to me to be able to have some time to talk to him and get my my poster signed that he did. And I made sure that I was there and took care of it. I made the arrangements to be there so that what I wanted would happen, and that's what a lot of people. And I would have been pissed if I got there an hour before the show started and then waited another 30 minutes for him to finally show up and start signing. I would have been pissed if 20 people would have gotten to get up in front of me and got their stuff signed before me. I would have been absolutely livid.
Hey Tosh, how pissed had you been if somebody would have walked up, got 150 Stan Lee signatures, and he'd have ran out? Just got all the. I don't know why in my mind that's so damn funny. But I'm just thinking some asshole walking up, and Stan Lee, obviously you can't run out of signatures. But
yeah, Greg, because I didn't want to waste any more time in the middle of the first day of the con.
Yeah, where all the good deals are.
Right. I was, he was the only signature I cared about getting, the only person I cared about meeting. I can't think of another creator out there that I have any interest in meeting, having something signed, waiting in line for. I can't think of another creator out there anywhere. Yeah. He was the one that everybody else is dead. He was the only one I cared about. But there was like 4 other people in front of me. I'd already been there that long. And my entire time I'm there, my mind is racing, thinking, what books are people buying that should be in my book bag instead of theirs right now? So I was like, look, this is day 1. Today's the best day to go and survey and get my eyes on everything before it gets crazy tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll get in early and be first. So that was my thought process. Yeah. Yes, I waited longer the next day, but I wasn't in any danger of losing out on Mortal Kombat books that people might be buying because I'm not there digging through boxes to get them myself.
Yep.
And I did get them.
I tell you what I would like to hear though, right? Because perspective, there's always 2 sides. Some of the people who did this, like, help us understand why you did it. What rationalization went through your mind that this was a good idea to do? Or was it like a prearranged thing? Or you just walked up and said, piss on all of you people, I'm just going to buy these books out from underneath you. So yeah. That's what I would like to know.
Hold on. I just saw something. Hold on. Crane canceled his appearance because of a family emergency. I wonder if this plan was the emergency. Oh, so Clayton Crane wasn't even there?
Interesting. I don't know.
That sucks. I actually, he was the first creator I ever met, and it was before he got super super big. Like
Yeah.
I think it was 2019 Atlanta Comic Con. Paid $5, got him to sign my Power Rangers issue 40 Clayton Crane variant, and I was super excited about that. And at that time, I was still so early into comic books, I didn't even know what to say, and I was just like this, like, hope nobody I know sees me here. Hey man, can you sign this so I can get out of here?
Oh man.
But now, like yeah, he's big time now. Like, and he was big time then to me. I thought he was awesome, but now, like, shit, you ain't getting his signature for $5 now, bro.
No. Now he has an entire menu. It's like menu of, do you
Oh,
want
because
this?
he's got the
Rainbow?
greatest signature in
It
comics
is
right
a
now.
beautiful signature.
And he does like the blood splatter, and
Yeah.
he'll do the green blood
Yeah.
splatter, and you got the
And look,
rainbow.
I mean, these guys, you know, they deserve to get their as much money as possible for this stuff, right? I mean, I don't blame them at all. Especially when people are buying them and flipping them like they are. Hey, you know, I hate it for the normal fan that maybe is a massive fan and necessarily can't afford that. You know, like one thing, I'm not a huge fan of Dan Slott, but one thing I appreciated about him for a while, for the longest time, he would sign any book that he worked on for free because you bought his book, you supported his work. He said one time a guy brought his entire Spider-Man collection that Dan had worked on, and that man signed every single book for that guy because he had spent his money. And I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And really, as a you know, as a artist, as a creator, as a writer, whoever, to do that for your fans, God, that's amazing. So yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely.
and a lot of people, like a lot of people. Hey, all right, Thunder God, take it easy, bro. A lot of people get upset with resellers, but like you got to remember, like if we didn't have people reselling stuff, like 90%, like how like unless you go to a show, like you don't have another shot at getting the
No,
book.
I'm not.
You
I'm not
know?
necessarily saying resellers. I'm talking about like the scalping, right? Like, hey, I'm going to go buy 150 books, put
Yeah.
it up on my platform for and let it bid up to about $300 and sell it when I got a good deal on it in front of everybody else that did it the right way.
Well,
That's what I'm talking about.
and that too, like again, that still comes down to you know, and again, collect your way, but it still comes down to people just not being real smart with their money when they're bidding this crap up.
Like, dude,
Like,
let these people do it, and then just don't buy from them. Let them sit with all that shit.
well, my thing is if people would pull together and
Yeah.
have the mindset that okay, there's 50 of these on eBay for
Yeah.
sale right now. So if there's 25 of us that are wanting this book, well, if we decide like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna pay this much for this one. If it doesn't, okay, like people get like such bad FOMO, man. Like the book's not gonna disappear. It's not going anywhere.
No.
It's not gonna disappear.
Yeah.
And shit, if you're that worried about it, go get you a piece of plastic, buy the old facsimile on eBay for like $10, draw your own damn American flag on it, and staple that bitch on there yourself.
Oh shit! Two Brothers Comics exclusive coming to the nearest store near you.
I mean,
I swear to God, if we don't go get some plastic sheets tomorrow and some bullshit facsimiles and start drawing ourselves, what are we doing wrong in the world? I bet you we could probably get enough support behind that just to F these people. We should contact WhatNot directly and ask if they want to sponsor our exclusive. Somebody call Jack.
Later, brother.
Somebody get Jack on the phone. I'm bringing back the saber tooths, and if you know, you know. Of course, we wouldn't get nothing done with Jack. He would just, send us a contract and ghost us.
Ignore it.
Bitch. Anywho's. That's awesome. Custom edition. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, our issues only go as far as one person at WhatNot, not the company.
Bro, do you he still has the saber tooth comic. I love it. That's deep cut, Two Brothers, bro. That's like 2 years ago. Oh man. Long story short on that, guys, we had a top 10 we used to do all the time, and we did a top 10 saber tooth cover or Power. Was it Sabretooth? It was Sabretooth because you love Sabretooth, the character. So I went to Josh's Haven Comics and I bought all of the Power Ranger exclusives from his damage bin, and he actually just gave them to me. And I came home and I drew different versions of Sabretooth cats, and then I drew like a Power Ranger Sabretooth. Oh, did they really? They deleted all of their posts? Interesting.
Who
Again,
did?
our Black
Who?
Flag.
What? On Instagram?
Apparently, let me see.
Oh, hell no. No, they didn't. They just turned the comments off on everything. Well, no, comments are still on.
Not on this
Well,
one.
they're not on for that one. They just turned the comments off on one of them. Somebody must have said some shit on that one.
What's up, Best Court? Hey, Christine, how are you, by the way? Hoarder's Hide. We need to do that. Somebody figure out how we can get some plastic, and I swear to God, I will put out the best damn bullshit facsimile covers you've ever seen in your life.
I'm still curious as to how the whole damn grading thing goes when you're adding shit to a book
That is wild. Oh,
that was
you know what?
published a year ago.
Oh, who was it? Give me just a second to remember.
Oh, they're blocking people too. Okay. Well, that's sweet of them.
Oh, yikes! See, and
That's
that's
like
you might have gotten
who else?
blocked,
There was
Hoarder's Hide,
somebody.
if you
There
posted
was
something.
another retailer that did that crap. Like anytime someone would say something, they would get blocked. Oh, CGC.
Yeah, CGC. Like that's just complete bitch made stuff, as the kids say these days. Like if you're gonna do something, own up to it. You know what I mean? Like we're not perfect. We've said some stupid stuff. We might have said some stupid stuff tonight. If you're one of these people that walked up and grabbed 150 copies in front of everybody in line, and there's a
Hoarder's
solid
Hide.
reason
What
for it.
did you say on their post, bro?
Yeah, what did you say? Yeah, it is not a, in my
Yeah,
opinion, not a
some
great.
dude. I've said that a couple of times. That I
So
just think the cover is just. I
bronze.
mean, it doesn't look good even with the without the acetate. It doesn't look good.
So bronze. You did a video. I haven't watched it yet, but I did see you tagged us in it. So he talked about it, and matter of fact, I can just go here and show you guys. So y'all
One
should.
thing he did say was like he couldn't believe how much your hairline's receding. Like he just kept going on about your baldingness. I thought that was a little bit disrespectful and unnecessary, but he's still my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Look, guys, it is still not growing back. It's a shame. Don't worry, I got 4 months, or I get.
You
my
guys
money
aren't
back.
subscribed to Bronze Age. Y'all need to check my man out, man. I've been a fan of his for a long time now.
Look, okay, look. Dude's got. I wish I had the beard. That's all I'm saying. Oh man, I hate this. And honestly, I just hate the fact this whole thing happened, right? Like you want everybody to be happy and not doing shitty things. And we've not had one person come in and try to defend anything that this was a good move. So Legion, and again, we don't know.
You guys do have sweet beards. I can't go any longer than this because of I sweat so much at work. Oh my God, it causes me to break out so bad. How about that Bone #1 second print signed by Jeff Smith that I'm about to turn into a 9/8? I'm so jacked about that. I can't wait.
Yeah, that'll look good.
You sending that back to CBCS for
No, it told you it's like 3 years out for verification.
Okay. So you're just gonna send it to CGC and get the green label?
Probably. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. I mean, 9/8's a 9/8. You know what I'm saying? Well, all you gotta do is just hold on to that label. I mean, and that right there. Like, if something ever, like, if you ever decide to get rid of it, like, there's your proof that like it's been verified. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, no, honestly, I don't.
That
even
book
care.
was supposed to do that book was supposed to be a birthday gift for Nick, and he
bummer.
walked up. I was trying to make a deal with Spinner Rack for that book and the Ghost Rider 1 raw book that I bought 2 years ago, and Nick walks up and he's like, "Oh, how much?"
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, by the way, guys, we did not go to Knoxville Comic Con this weekend because I had COVID.
No. Yep, and I'm broke as shit.
Oh man.
But be sure to look out on Elite Comics 11. I'm gonna have some stuff on there for sale.
Oh,
Of course, I
snap.
posted on Instagram. Nobody's interested, which is totally fine.
Hold on, check this out. I
Picked a
love
bad
this.
time to try to get into the market.
She put a follow-up comment on here on her post. Yuri. The only reason it took 15 minutes into general admission to sell out was because they were busy counting out all the copies everyone ahead of us had asked for. They would have sold out a lot quicker if they were actually efficient at doing this and kept the line moving.
And that's what the guy that I watched in the video earlier say. You know, is that you could literally hear them counting out books and stuff, and it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Like limit it to 5, limit it to 10, something, man. Like 150 fucking copies. That's ridiculous.
John, what do you think about all this? You're generally a level-headed guy. Do you think it's shitty to jump in front of people? Like,
I've saw multiple people talk about it, and the way they put it was pretty much it cracked me up because I love when people say this phrase. I don't know why it makes me laugh so hard. Chip Getler, is he White Shadow? That's White Shadow. I think I met Chip at Heroes. I can't remember. But people kept saying when it came to this whole like exclusive, like in general, I kept seeing it. People were saying like fuckery is afoot with this. And I don't know why that phrase just cracks me up. And I was just like it's definitely like from the whole like not being transparent about what the book actually was to not making sure that, you know, anybody online is going to get a copy. Like, you know, yeah, that's pretty solid explanation for it. But that whole thing just cracked me up, man.
So one of the people that actually reached out to us after we started posting stuff, again, I'm not naming names, but they are another fellow YouTuber with a much bigger following and a pretty solid presence at these cons.
For a long time.
And he said that every time
John
he would talk to somebody about this,
250 copies. Hey, what?
But I was saying, he said that everybody he talked to about this and asked if they had a chance to get one were saying that it was sold out before the show opened on Friday too. So, yeah. And again, we've had plenty of people. It's amazing. We've gotten more messages and comments in the last 10 hours, 12 hours than
I know. It's been like almost 2 years since people gave a shit about talking to us, and now all of a sudden.
But that's
had to throw the PG out the window. I've been telling you this for years, Nick.
So we did say that, like, even if they did that, but again, that's not the way it sounded like it had taken place. According to this, she made it sound like people were walking up asking for X amount of copies and stuff. So, and I'm thinking if these were, you know, people associated with certain vendors or retailers or whatnot, and when I say or whatnot, like not specifically them, just the actual term.
What has been said is they were resellers and influencers.
Yeah, but again, maybe this happened, maybe it didn't. I would love for somebody.
Well, I've not heard anybody. Everything that we have heard was that they walked up and said, "I need this many copies," and they're counting them out. If they were pre-spoken for, in my mind,
they would have been done before the show.
That would have already been counted out and set aside. And at the very least, Black Flag could have said to the tons of people standing in line, "Hey guys, we only got about 8 copies left. All you assholes in the back, you're not getting anything." That's all you have to do.
Yeah. So, and again, maybe it did, but I would love to hear one person, and nobody's came out and defended or said or put a statement like, "Oh, hey, that was me."
Because to me, here's what happened. If that's what happened, like your blame falls back to Black Flag Comics again. Like, don't let people stand in this damn line thinking they're going to get the books, and you know it's not going to happen.
So, Bear Island, basically what happened.
You just tell people as they walk up and stand in line, like, "Hey, we've only got this many copies left. You're probably not going to get one."
Yeah. So what happened, Black Island, and again, I'm not going to reread this whole thing, but it's in Comic Book Speculation Investing CBSI community page. It's a Facebook group. this lady posted this, and it has kind of blown up all over the place. But essentially what happened is there was a massive line. There was only 750 total copies. And per this lady and other people who actually saw happen, retailers, representative retailers, social media influencers, and big time live auction sellers walked up in front of the line, requested a certain amount of copies. One person asked for and received without question 125 copies, and the requests were granted with no questions asked right in front of the entire line. And she was like the 15th person in line, and they were sold out by the time she got there. And it was all of that. Yeah, I think it looks shitty all the way around.
Clear, we clickbaited the shit out of our title for tonight, just so people know.
What was it? I still think hashtag uninstall WhatNot still a good one.
Rob Pat Stacks.
Yes.
I'm not selling on there anymore because people just aren't buying anything. I mean, it got way too inflated when they started like vetting 60 people at a time.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another thing.
Hello, Emmy.
I sent my buddy Britt that $200 referral link to sign up. He used it. I know he used it because I sat at the damn table and filled it out for him. He got cleared to sell. He's had multiple sales. It's been over a month. Nothing. Nope. I sent an email to support. They said, "Oh, it could take 2 to 3 months." Oh, okay.
James, where you been, brother?
So we'll see in 2 to 3 months if they're full of crap or not on that. But like I said, our biggest issue is not with the platform as a whole. It is one spineless coward bastard, and that is it. And he knows who he is. James, what's up, dude? Long time.
Dude, this has been happening for a while. They've been putting them out without window packaging for quite some time. It is the ugliest looking, most disgusting retail package.
Took 4 to 5 weeks for you to get yours. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know because it's been a long time and we still haven't gotten it. Still haven't gotten it. Like I said, I filled it out for him, so I know it was done. I know it was done. And he's done multiple sales. No.
Oh, how about this? How about them restricting their platform to only Post Malone when he was doing his Magic the Gathering thing? That's wild.
Is that what happened? Because Britt was trying to have a sale. He told me.
He said
he was trying to have a sale, and he said the app crashed.
Yeah, the app crashed, and then whenever it was wild. And then I think because it crashed, and then they did like a restrictive kind of thing on it. People in the WhatNot resellers was. No, it's as bad as my mustache. I'm about to shave it.
Your mustache?
Yeah. Investment videos are interesting. Some of them are really good. Some of them are not. Some of them literally are just like, hey, Deadpool 3.
I'll tell you what, I watch one guy for investment videos.
Oh, here's a good one, Dustin. Namor was in the trailer. Go buy some Namor books. There's your investment tip. That's how some of them are. It's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Mike Mayhew controversy on IG. No.
Uh-oh. Look, we're at this point.
There's one guy I watch for investment videos, and it's not necessarily because I'm curious about the investment or anything, but my man Lawrence, I think he's a great dude. I think he has some solid outlook on things, and Mighty Comics and Collectibles is his YouTube channel, and Lawrence is he's just a cool dude, man. He does really solid stuff, and he doesn't tell you what you need to go buy or whatever. He doesn't put it out like he just basically goes through stuff and says if it's something he would buy and if he would not buy and why. And he just puts out really good information, and I don't know. I like him. He's pretty good. And I told him we need to get him on here at some point. Haven't heard anything. First one was last October. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, Keystone. Because I think did you message me about that before and ask me about that? Because I feel like we've talked about that before, but I'm not sure. Keep telling me to invest in Super Pro. Yeah, Hey, that action figure you got was cool, Greg. That was cool, dude. He got to meet the creator of Super Pro and get the signature on that.
Send
Bert
it, Bronze.
shared a video from a guy from C2E2. So what was the Mike Mayhew stuff? What's going on with that?
Bronze is going to send it to us. He's going to
Oh,
send us
okay,
some
cool.
screenshots. All right, so
Oh, by the way, Chris, sorry that last packet, the last package from my very last WhatNot sale, took so long to get to you because I had COVID and my wife had COVID, and so I was just trying not to mail shit out while I was sick, and was trying to wait until I was good before I sent stuff out. I contacted customer service and let them know. I was hoping maybe that, you know, somehow
ooh,
to the buyers, but I had people messaging me like, "What the hell is going on?" I'm like, I mean, I can send it to you, but I mean, I was just trying to be a decent human being and wait. So,
hold on.
but yeah, uh,
I'm about to send this up and I'm going to share it. So is that the whole
Fabian
thing,
and
Bronze? It was just this one thing?
Fabian are best friends. Oh, he probably when you walked away, Greg, Fabian was probably like, "Oh my god, what a freaking geek, man! Who
Who's
likes a
Fabian?
Super Pro?" What's up, Jace? What's going on, dude? Nick's not a good person. I am.
I'm a good person. James is the greatest among us, though. If it wasn't for him, I never would have found my true love in all of this.
That's Hoarder's Hide saying that he has more than one, a few people about the crap with Black Flag's Instagram, and that it's showing that it's all gone still.
I don't
But
know. I'll do it. I'll look on my phone. Yeah, it's all here for me. Yeah. Whoa. Ooh, Mike Mayhew. All right. Once he sends, oh, Jesus, bro, he might have. Ooh. All right, I'm sharing these now, guys. He might have been hitting the sauce, as the kids say. Is that a thing kids still say? Oh yeah, I love it. That's the original. All right. So just grabbing this from your customer's cart, checking out is not a good and frustrating as hell fan waiting to get one the legit way.
oh, I saw somebody showing this earlier. I just didn't realize who it was.
So Mike Mayhew, he does. I don't even know if he does anything outside of just variant covers. And some of them are very realistic, and like he did that Hulk 180 or Hulk. What is it? Oh, the Hulk Wolverine cover. He did a
Yeah,
homage to
yeah.
it. All
I've
right,
got that Mandalorian. I think it's a Boba Fett cover he did. It's like a yellow cover with Boba Fett on it. It looks good though. He does good stuff.
all right. So he comes out. He says, "Boo-hoo! Listen,
I'll be right back.
yeah." He goes, "Where when you have my print run is effed up from the printer and I get a credit from the publisher? Where are you and Marvel shoots down ideas I've spent a week on? Where are you when I don't make my money back because these projects cost 13K on average? It's an automated platform. It's Shopify." So I don't know what happened. Did he? Ooh, ooh. So what happened here specifically? Did somebody try to get a hold of and like he pulled him down off the cart? What happened? That I do not know if anybody knows, but that's wild to respond to your fans like this. Whoa, that is extraordinarily wild. All right, let's see. He sent one more to us. Let's see. All courtesy of a Bronze Age. Wow. Okay, so instead of wow, this is wild. So and then he continues and he goes, let me just share these. I guess that's the best way, right? Maybe I can do it this way without without putting anything else up. I can't. Sorry, guys, I can't share it that way. Let me screenshot them and then I'll send them up to the computer. Because if I try to do it the other way, it's gonna share our personal messages, and we don't want to do that. Dang, son. So who was this guy? Like, obviously the Mike Mayhew's a bit of a dickhead, huh? All right, I'm sharing them now, guys. Be patient with me. No, I'm not saying he's in the wrong. I'm just saying, like, good lord, that's a little bit harsh. All right, let's do this. Yeah, not sharing all the naughty pics. That would get a little weird. All right, let's share this one first. Sorry, I know it's slow. All right, interesting drama. Love the drama. By the way, if I post anything that you guys are like, oh, you made a bit of a D-head comment on something, don't take it seriously. I'm just trying to get people riled up sometimes. All right. It's an automated platform. It's Shopify. I'm not your agent. You don't work for Marvel. Okay. I was a fan and saying Boohoo is real mature. All right. And then this is the next one. So let's share this one out to you guys. Boom. That's wild. Can you believe this? Oh. Here's the next one. Chrome tab. It doesn't work perfectly, but works good enough. That's so shitty. No, but when a little boy from Kentucky can't get his comic book, I'm supposed to feel bad and bend over backwards. Dude. See, okay, this is the shitty. Okay, this is the really bad one. Check this one out. Were these made public or where were these made? Bronze. This is the bad one. Oh, dang, why is it still showing that one? I don't want to show that one. I want to show you this one. Try it again. There. Damn. Again, I don't know anything about it, but I just feel like that response is really rough. They probably are both. Who is the other guy? I'm curious. Or like, what's his IG? Because it might be easier just to go there and look at it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Now we can see it. Oh, man. That's wild. Bro, that's nuts. Mm. I wonder if they're doing the same thing that Dustin mentioned another online seller was doing, where they would pre-sale to vendors and stuff like that. Just wild. Absolutely wild. I don't think they're that good myself. I mean, they're fine, but I don't think they're great. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think either one was in a good scenario there for sure. Um, but that is wild to blast him like that. I don't think Mayhew cares. People don't care about these. You know, that's the thing is people don't actually care about what creators say or do or resellers or any of these things we've talked about. All they, care about is getting something that they either one love or two want to resell to flip and 90% of this drama most people are never going to see. So why does it matter? You know what I mean? Wild, absolute wild. Absolute wild. There was something else Dustin and I were going to talk about, and then he's gone. Don't know what it. Don't remember. Don't remember. Don't remember. Yeah, yeah. Especially with damages and things like that. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. What was it, Dustin and I were also? Oh, Joker 2. Okay. All right. So, what do you guys think about Joker 2 and the new Harley Quinn cast? Because look, I am not thrilled myself. You know what I mean? What do you guys think about this? Huh? DC reboot. I don't know where Dustin went. I don't know where he went. He probably doesn't care about me. Let's see. All right. Are you really stoked for Joker 2? Because I'm not at all. I mean, it's going to be a musical, right? And I don't think Joaquin Phoenix can. Well, maybe he can sing. He was in. What? Do you know like Chris Pratt? Chris Pratt is fantastic, but he is in everything. Yeah. Okay, Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd was very interesting. Yeah, that's my thing. Is like Joker 1 was fine. Never really cared to necessarily need a number 2. I felt it was a good standalone, but turned into a musical, very, very weird. Like I just picture like Grease, you know what I mean? Like a movie with musical aspects to it, and then like is Lady Gaga gonna go up there and be like, I don't need a man? She made you show up in a meat suit. May absolutely. You really love musicals? What's your favorite musical? If you love musicals, you should watch. If Justin's here, Eurovision. Yeah, yeah, ding dong. Actually, that's Ryan. Maybe Ryan's here. Not super pumped for it. Yeah, I'm not thrilled. I'm not pumped here. Maybe. Maybe. I did watch a little bit of Morbius for you guys who weren't here. Watched the first hour or so of Morbius, and last night it was significantly better than Thor. So just the first hour is all the way better than uh, all of Thor. So hello, Berkey Burke. Hope the Berkey Bunch is doing well. Interesting. Okay. Seriously? Interesting. Didn't know that. Oh, okay. So let's talk about the DC reboot. So DC reboot. What do you guys think about? I tell you what. I'm gonna go on a bit of not a rant, but DC cancels Batgirl, and we'll go to New York Post because they were the first people to break it. And it's like, no, it's not gonna happen. Oh, we don't want to go to Fortune. All right. Irredeemable Batgirl movie gets shelved by Warner Brothers despite $70 million price tag. Apparently, it was a little bit more. It was like upwards of $90 million. Okay. And I'm indifferent. I don't care one way or another. If it was good, maybe I would have watched it. If not, wouldn't have cared. But what kind of blows my mind here, and I put out a little thing about it, is people were literally calling this evil because a for-profit company, to make the most possible money as they possibly can, they have a legal fiduciary responsibility to make as much money as humanly possible for their investors, right? And that could be if you own one share of Warner Brothers or whatever it may be. Yeah, they have a legal right, legal. What do you call it? Requirement to do so, right? And so they cancel it. Wow, Warner Brothers is only selling at $15 a share. Somebody should go out and buy some. Anywho's, um, but it's wild to me, right? Because people were like, "Oh, this is evil. This is terrible. How could they possibly scrap Batgirl after all these poor people have worked on it and put in a lot of effort?" And I get it. It's not great. It probably would suck if something I spent a lot of time working on got canceled. But at the end of the day, it's not evil. It's a business decision. Clearly, it didn't do well in the screenings. They literally the way they described it here was it was an unspeakable Batgirl, so irredeemable that they had to cancel it. And of course, they do get a tax credit or whatever, and of course, um, there's a lot of interesting aspects to that, but it's not evil, right? They're just making a business decision to scrap a movie that clearly wasn't going to perform well to protect the brand. And quite frankly, if it was me, you have your Flash.
I'm just saying, how do you go from such an incredible specimen as Margot Robbie to the trash that is Lady Gaga? Like, how in the hell do you do that?
I don't know, man.
I just can't believe it. It's ridiculous.
It's wild.
It's ridiculous.
But so I don't know how much you heard or not, but so I was talking about the Batgirl cancellation, of course, and that just I think they should continue to cancel. What's up, Comic Man Andy? They should continue to cancel as much of this crap as possible. Get rid of Flash. I mean, Ezra Miller is literally like a grooming, borderline pedophile-ish human being, just disgusting man. Point blank. Period. I mean, he is irredeemable, and so definitely that should be gone. And then you have Amber Heard, that whole scenario, which there's a lot of opinions there. But so Aquaman's shot in the foot because people are pissed one way or another. Where, oh, well, they removed some Amber Heard, so we're going to boycott, or you're going to put in Amber Heard, so we're going to boycott. And poor Jason Momoa getting the short end of the stick here. And of course, the Rock's movie. I think they should. I don't know, man. Dude, we should just bring in the Rock. Somehow bring back Henry Cavill. I'm a
Please
big
bring
fan
back
of
Henry
Batfleck.
Cavill.
Huh?
I said, please bring back Henry Cavill.
Oh, do you know people think that Henry Cavill is going to be Mr. Fantastic? I haven't decided if I love that
I've
or
seen a
hate
lot
that
of people
idea.
saying that before. Yeah, I think that shit would be crazy good, dude.
I don't know. I still love John
like
Krasinski.
DC doesn't want him. Okay,
It blows
Feige
my
says
effing
I'll make him my guy. Then you guys want to let him go? I'll make him my guy.
bro.
All because a few people got
Yeah.
all pissy about something he did, I think, or whatever. Like I don't even know the whole story, but
It
it was just
blows.
more that
Yeah.
we got to cancel somebody shit. So
It blows my mind that DC has not invested every dime, money, every bit of effort to capitalize on Batfleck and Henry Cavill. And again, I'm not a Snyderverse dude. I'm not even going to get into that because people got real touchy when I posted that this week.
yeah, you can't talk about the Snyderverse, dude.
Bro, somebody's like, they were getting rough, but it blows my mind. And you think, and again, I think, hey, if you want to do a Batgirl movie, go for it. If you want to do a Supergirl movie, go for it. But those are not going to be the characters that are going to hold a franchise to the level of the MCU. It's just not going to happen. There's not decades and decades of love like there is for Batman and Superman and things like that. It's just not going to happen.
And like DC has got some kick ass villains.
Yeah.
And they don't use none of them. Like it's just the same villains all the damn time. Like,
yeah. It's like there's no vision. Absolutely none. And then yeah, I genuinely don't understand the direction. But apparently there's a 10-year plan for
yeah,
like they've been saying that for like a
but
decade
now they're gonna use Captain Pedophile to do everything. So
James Gunn?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm sure they will.
I don't know. I don't think he has that kind of. I don't think he has that about him. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I think he's good for a one-off hit. A little bit of humor, but yeah, I'm very intrigued by all of this, and yeah, bro, and that's what it is. So if it was me, and honestly, like I was really looking forward to the Blue Beetle movie, but I would cancel Blue Beetle. I would or shelve it. Be done with Batgirl. Be done with Supergirl.
That's going to be the next topic, Christine. Yeah. At this point, they need to scrap everything except the Batman. Damn it, because I like that one. I think
The Rock, as long as that does well.
Yeah, as long as it does well. I mean, the clips that we've seen of it, visually, it looks impressive.
Yeah,
I mean it looks impressive. The JSA looked really good. So, but the problem is like, okay, you've got Black Adam here. Like, who the hell's he gonna fight after the JSA? Like, we need a Superman.
Yep.
And why won't they? Why can't we get like a kick-ass Superman movie?
Yeah.
Sometime this decade. When's the last time we had when was Man of Steel?
I think it was like early 2010s.
Wasn't that Henry Cavill's first one?
Yeah. 2013. Yeah. Okay.
Like, come on, man. It's been damn near.
Don't forget.
Damn near 10 years.
Don't forget, guys. Kevin Hart as Jimmy Olsen, best fan cast of the year.
Yeah, but yeah, and I see that, Chris. But I mean, like Shazam. I don't know. I don't know if Shazam can be taken seriously enough to cross over and go up against Black Adam the way that The Rock's depicting it. I mean,
yeah,
it just doesn't seem believable to me. But theoretically, that would be the route you would go. I mean, they are like, they go together like ham and cheese. So, but yeah, like, I mean, with it being The Rock and The Rock being who he is, and we know he's gonna bring it with his character. Like, I feel like a Henry Cavill Superman like is what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they make John Cena Superman, shit, I don't know. That would be some crazy shit, wouldn't it? I mean, what if we see Peacemaker versus Black Adam at some point? The WWE will have lied to us again. The once in a lifetime event that happened the very next year again, and now we're going to see it in the movies too. That's what I'm saying, Greg. Like, I understand that they're connected. It just, I don't know. Like, when I look at the guy playing the character in the movie, I feel like that I don't know. I have a hard time looking at that guy and looking at The Rock and saying, yeah, he's got a shot.
Who?
The guy Shazam. Rock would romper stomp that guy, lay the whole smack down on his candy ass.
You know what though, Zach? I think his name's Zachary Levi. He's a good person.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, it's the same thing with like the goofy Thor. Like,
yeah,
like you would not, you're not going to take Thor from Love and Thunder and tell me that that's the same Thor that walks up and is ready to go hand to hand with Thanos by him damn self. Not the same guy. But yes, theoretically, Shazam versus Black Adam is exactly the way you would go. And I honestly, whenever we were hearing about the Black Adam thing, I thought that's what it was going. But yeah, I liked the first movie. I enjoyed Shazam. I've watched it a few times actually, for sure. But yeah, I'm not sure, what I think about the new trailer. I mean, it looks like it would be comical, but um, I don't know. I guess I don't have the same expectation as, probably most everybody would say with DC that, we do with Marvel. Yeah, but he does not show an ounce of goofiness in the trailers or any, like, it does not look like this is going to be goofy Rock. Like, this mother effer right here looks like he is all about some business.
Well, I believe he said in one of his Twitter posts that he's here to F some stuff up.
Yeah.
The DCU will not
I
be the
still
same.
think it's crazy. Like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson shows up at San Diego Comic-Con in costume. And it's not really something that like, if you really, like, if you think about that, like, you would think that would have been something stupid major, but it just doesn't seem like it really made people super excited, like, as a whole. I was just like, man, like, how underwhelming that was, as far as, like, the aftermath with people talking about it and stuff, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like that's how bad the
100%.
DCU is, that, like, you've got the number one movie star on the planet and still isn't getting people, excited enough to be. I mean, everybody just talked about Marvel, But I think also that people were so pissed off that Henry Cavill didn't show up, they didn't give a shit what they did. Like, they could have marched Walt Disney himself out on stage at the DC panel, and it probably wouldn't have mattered. Like, people wanted Henry Cavill. So,
With that being said, and constantly comparing to Marvel, I know one of the big topics was the burnout of comic book content with shows and movies, and are people over it? And what I'll tell you is I'm over the really shitty ones. When they hit good, boy, are they good, and I love them. But I will tell you, I've spent, because I've had COVID, a lot of time this week watching movies because I can't really do much else. And so I watched Spiderhead, The Man from Toronto. There was a couple of other ones on Netflix and some other things.
I
Just
know,
really,
Greg, he's also dead. I was making a joke.
well, Walt won't even matter here in a few because they're about to rename Walt Disney World away and remove his name, and then they're also not putting a speech because he is problematic apparently because he was a bleeding heart American, and Disney just doesn't like that. So that's kind of a frustrating thing. But I will tell you, it was so refreshing to just watch something that wasn't superhero related, that was actiony and fun, and didn't feel like Marvel or DC was ruining something I cared about. Like the new Kevin Hart movie, A Man from Toronto with Woody Harrelson. Dude,
I tried to watch that a couple weeks
I
ago when it came
loved it.
out, and I fell asleep. I need to try to watch
Really?
it again, but yeah.
Oh, I love it, man. I loved it. And there was Spiderhead was weird, and then there was another one. Um, Ryan Reynolds. No. Jake Gyllenhaal was in it. What is it? The Gray Man. Oh, that was really good.
Mm.
The Gray Man.
Yeah, I mean, and the only reason why I brought this up is because I saw a thread about it somewhere, and there was a lot of people talking in there, and multiple people were saying different things, and it was, it's kind of like okay, it's kind of like those damn webhead covers. What's the guy's name that did those? Those Spider-Man covers, and it was the webs.
Patrick Gleason.
Gleason. It's like those Gleason covers. Like, first one comes out, it's killer. Everybody loves it. Then you do another one. Cool. All right. Same thing, little different. And do another one, and another one, and another one. And it's just like at the point where people are just like, Jesus, dude, like, okay, I'm done with this. Like, it's like I need something different,
Mm.
And
Yes.
too much of a good thing even if it's a good thing, at some point you're just going to be tired of it. So, it was just something to bring up as a discussion on how everyone feels about that. Like, now that we are not, when we were just getting the Marvel movies, every single one felt special when it came out.
Yeah.
They all felt special.
They still feel special. I went back and rewatched Iron Man 1. I still feel nostalgic and this tingling in my back. And I don't even know how to describe it.
I'm just right. But I'm talking about, like, you waiting to hear, okay, when's the next one coming? When's the next one coming? What is the next one? And then it comes and you get the trailer and you're excited about it, and you go see it, and then it's like, man, like, how long do we have to wait for the next one? And now it's like, okay, before this next movie comes out, you got to watch 3 different Disney Plus shows, and then you have to go back and watch this so that you know what happened in those 2 Disney Plus shows that led to what's coming next on another Disney Plus show that will finally lead into a movie in 5 years. And at that point, like, does it just get tiring? Because at some point you're just like, man, just put out the good movies, man. Like, I don't need 50,000 Disney Plus shows constantly about stuff that
Mediocre Disney.
You have people directing and writing and don't have a clue about any of the characters and could give a shit about it, and it just, I don't know. I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm just like, Black Panther is about the only thing I care about watching this year. Nothing else has excited me. I don't see excitement for anything else.
For me, it's Black Panther and Black Adam.
Yeah.
And I'm
and with the DC stuff, like, that's really, really few and far between here lately, though, too. I mean,
and you still can't even get excited about it.
I mean, I'm like I said, as soon as I saw the trailer for it, I was looking forward to it. But Star Wars, yeah, Christine, Star Wars is one that I've heard people talk about. Like it's just been like crazy, the amount of Star Wars content that's consistently coming out over and over and over again. And it's like, and I'm not a Star Wars person, so I don't watch any of it. But apparently the general consensus is it sucked the last couple times. Stop doing that shit and just give us the Mandalorian. Like, and like, I like the Mandalorian, so
I just want something.
I'm just sitting here like, can y'all stop bullshitting and just give me the next? When is the next Mandalorian season coming out? Because I don't even know.
I don't either.
But that is literally the one thing you guys are doing right. Stop doing all this other stuff. All right, Chris, thanks for hanging out, man. We appreciate you hanging out, brother.
Yep, y'all go check out after this, of course, the video he did about the WhatNot line skippers. I'm sorry, they're not. We don't know. We can neither confirm nor deny. We were not there. Are you okay? You seem sad.
Huh? Oh, so I was reading comments.
Oh. Ooh, what do you think about Andor with the AK-47 in it? Like, the prop guys were like, screw prop guns. We're just going to use real world guns and throw it on Andor.
No idea what that is.
Andor is a new Star Wars show, and they did a trailer. I mean, the trailer, it looks, because like Star Wars, they have really cool prop guns that they do base off of real guns, but they do some really, really cool things to it. It makes it very Star Warsy, like the Han Solo pistol, things like that, throwing a rifle on top of a pistol, that kind of stuff. But they literally just gave dude an AK-47, was like, here you go. And people were like, really? I think Bronze even made a post about it.
At least if he's got an AK-47, when they say that he's got a clip in it, it's actually a clip and not a magazine. So, I mean, at least there's
it's going to shoot lasers.
As I've said multiple times, there's nothing that irritates me more than people calling a magazine a clip. Like, if it goes inside, even a little bit, it's a magazine. Just saying.
That's what Dustin calls it.
What was the other thing?
So I don't know. I have the wheel ready if you wanted to do that real quick and show that off.
Oh, Sandman. That was what it was. Have you watched any of that yet, or
I'm not going to.
no?
No.
Okay, I hadn't heard anything about it, so I didn't plan
I
on
know there's
watching
been a lot of people that have liked it. I just, it's not my thing, man.
it. Yeah,
I'm not into the dark, not weird, but I'm not into that kind of stuff. You know what I
might be a
mean?
little too scary for you.
Yeah, maybe. Stranger
Might
Things,
make
even I'm not into that either. So,
I've never watched an episode of that. I don't know anything about it. Ben Compton said just watched Prey and it was pretty good. Right on. I've never watched any of the Aliens or Predator stuff at all. That was I was just a little late to the party on that.
yeah, and
Just a
I've
little.
never been same thing. Never been a big fan of Prey, Aliens, Predator. Um, Again, it's all. I don't like being
But
sci-fi.
I think
I don't
yeah, I
like
mean,
scary sci-fi.
yeah, I mean it's not a scary thing for me. It just I don't
And
know.
we were
It
also in
wasn't
that
ever
weird, like,
anything
was
that
it just
really
before
interested
us?
me, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't um I think that was let's
Yep,
see, a Muppet Marvel parody special, right?
yep. So we talked about WhatNot sellers cutting lines for con exclusives. DC reboot, Joker 2, hashtag uninstall WhatNot. I think we should start that. Go with Rob and just start putting that out there on all our posts. Just screw with people. That's what I should do. Okay, when we get off of here, tell me a bad idea or not. I'm just gonna put a hashtag with like in one of my like screenshots I do where I post it on the story and I just screenshot it, post it, and it's just gonna be hashtag uninstall whatnot, and just put like some dots. I'll tag a Rob in it and maybe start a trend. What do you think? Do you think that's pushing the envelope of shit talking?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Mm. Will somebody else do it? There you go.
All right. So we are gonna draw for our monthly members bro box.
Bro, that post is still going off. Somebody goes, amazing. This guy didn't get his ass beat.
Do what?
A guy, somebody just posted on our commented on our post. Amazing, the guy didn't get his ass beat. As he definitely deserves doing that for doing some lame shit like that. I love it.
So the monthly bro box is something that our Golden Age tier members, who are members of the channel, we do that once a month, and it is time to draw for July's. And this month, you're gonna get we got the Spider-Man poster. Let's see,
Jeremy Bernal, Spider-Man. My favorite artwork.
let's see, how's this? Are you there?
Yeah,
Where are you?
I made you full screen. I spotlighted you.
Oh, okay. I was trying to do the thing where you're like in the corner because I can't really see. But so you got the Jeremy Bernal Spider-Man print here. That's going to go in there. This was this the Al Snow or the Silverbacks?
Al Snow.
So this is a Al Snow mystery pack
Mm-hmm.
that we got from him at Lexington last year from 616 Comics. This is just one of the exclusives. We'll probably throw a couple of the different exclusives in there, but this was the one that I had with this set. I think I got a Hulk and Wolverine one I was going to throw in there too. Cool Vader cover there. This is the Brian Silverbacks art pack that's going to be in there. And the cream of the crop for this one, for this month, is going to be some original art. And then this might not be for everybody, but this was done by Deegan Pecors, which is a buddy of ours. And he's actually having his second meeting with Marvel this weekend. He had a portfolio review with them last weekend at a Comic-Con, and they sent him to C2E2 this week and talk to someone else. So we got our fingers crossed for our buddy on getting a contract with Marvel. But he did this awesome original art sketch here of the Green Ranger. Signed it down there at the bottom. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that's going to be in this bro box that we're about to draw for. And then also, this is some stuff that we received from our buddy Randy. Randy is a one of a kind artist. He's one of my favorite artists out there. I found this guy posting his stuff on Facebook one day, and I was like, dude, how are you not just blown up everywhere? How does everybody not know who you are? So I hit him up and asked him if he would please come on our YouTube channel. This was like 2 years ago, and let us show him to the world, or at least the small part of it that actually watched anything we did. And since then, man, he has been on multiple different YouTube channels. His Instagram has really blown up. And what he does is he burns art onto comic covers. So he sent us some prints of some of his work. So
Beautiful.
these are prints. You got the giant size X-Men. This is all done by hand with almost like a soldering tool. It's incredible the detail he's able to get. And you got a Kylo Ren there, Punisher skull, Moon Knight.
Now, are these all going to go in, or just a few?
No. I'm going to let so for the bro boxes, I'm going to let them pick one. And this Jack Kirby, man, look at that. Just incredible. And if you look on the back here, this is all of his information. So you guys can screenshot that, legalburning.com, on Facebook, at Gmail, and on Instagram. So make sure you guys go give him a follow. Tell him your boys, Two Brothers Comics, sent you over there. And check out some of his stuff. It's incredible. And you can get hand-burned blank covers done by him. He'll get them yellow labeled, CGC. He gets 9/8 on them still, even though he's burning into the cover. It's incredible. And then we also have these bigger ones. So I'll let whoever wins, I'll let you pick one of the big ones, one of the small ones. Now I know he told Nick and I to pick one of each, and we have not yet. Oh, and there's also a Spawn.
Yep.
So I guess after whoever wins the bro box picks what the one that they want. Nick and I guess I'll pick one, and then everything else is going to go into the bro boxes going forward. So here's a Punisher one, and these big ones, you do have a numbered COA for the prints. So super cool there. You got Hulk 181.
Oh, that one's gorgeous.
This is the one I think Nick's probably going to want. So
yeah, that'll be mine. Unless
yeah.
you win and you really want it, then I'll share.
Yeah, I meant to pull this one out because I knew you would want that one.
Yeah, that's about as close as I'm going to get.
And there's your COA. Got the Batman Who Laughs. Focus. There we go.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And again, this is for the Golden Age tier members.
Yep. So if you would like a shot at getting a bro box for the month of August, all you have to do is click that join button there to support the channel. Come on, focus. Why does my camera not focus when it needs to, dude? I don't understand.
It's just you might be a little too close, a little too far away. It's weird sometimes, man. Even mine, mine's a $3,000 camera, and it's still not perfect.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is Mando or Boba.
I do believe that is Mandalorian because
Okay.
Boba has the thing.
Is this Boba?
Nope, that's Mando.
Okay. This one is the one that I just love, dude.
Yeah, beautiful.
Killer.
And he does all of these by hand.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And look, you've got
Clown.
the clown Joker. You got the animated Joker.
Yep.
So he literally used like the Jokers from the other movies here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome. Got the Last Ronin. This one's really cool. He did the turtles from the movie. These are the movie turtles.
Yep, the best turtles.
Yep, absolutely.
I still wish they had turtle tails.
This is an homage to a 616 Comics exclusive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got the Virgin and the trade dress of this in the 616 box of books to give out to the winners too. And then he's got the Black Cat in here. So these are super cool. Like I said, these are not drawn. He burns these into the covers. And if you go way back into our videos, you will be able to find the video where he did it. It says Burning Comics. and he shows us how he does it. He shows the tools. He goes through the whole thing. It's super cool. So, like I said, whoever wins the bro box lets you pick out a big one and a little one. And you're going to get the Deegan Rangers sketch, a couple of the 616 exclusives. You're going to get the Silverbacks art pack. You're going to get the Al Snow mystery pack. And you're going to get the Spider-Man Jeremy Bernal signed print there. So this will be for July's. And when we get everything ready for August, we will show you guys what all we got.
You ready?
I may try to get a 9.8 slab for August. So let's see who's going to win for July.
And you did leave some other stuff there.
CJ. All right.
So you got to take him one of the DC boxes. And
yeah, I still hadn't hollered at him about that DC box he won. So I got to hit him up with that too. So
he shall be elated.
Yep, I got a pile of stuff to take to CJ now. So,
all right. Any other topics, anything like that? Anything you guys just want to hear our opinions on and talk shit about for the next few minutes? I got a cool shirt that fits extra snug tonight, boys.
I almost went and put the same one on, see if anybody noticed, but I was like, maybe we won't do that.
Oh, man. Yeah, the Gray Man was really good, Dustin. Chris Evans is the bad guy in it.
Okay.
And he's literally everything you think a shitty human being should be. Like, because, we think he's a terrible person. He's literally exactly the way I picture him probably in real life, or at least when he's tweeting. He's the world's biggest douche canoe. It was
perfect. For sure.
It was fantastic, and I loved his mustache. The best part, I swear. But it was good, man.
Right on. Man.
I did not know that. But if we're being completely transparent about this, I've said for a while that like people like J. Scott Campbell and stuff like that really freak me out because I think overly over sexualization of comic covers and especially if they're supposed to be like, younger or things like that. It really is creepy to me and freaks me out. But that actually shocks me that they've gotten bigger. I would have personally thought they had gotten maybe smaller versus how they're maybe being drawn like in the Todd McFarlane 90s kind of age. So that's very interesting. Did not know that was a thing. I already Google it. No, because I don't want to Google boobs on my machine here. That would not be good. So anything else? Any other topics? Anything like that? We covered the whole WhatNot or the line skipping controversy. If you have a link to it or can tell me where, that would be really interesting to see. But again, I've never been a huge fan of even like on these Black Cat covers or things like that. To me, I just don't find those kind of covers like oh man, like attractive or anything like that. That's weird to me. For other people, that's fine. It's just not my thing, I guess we'll say. 50 issues out, guys, from reading every Amazing Spider-Man comic book, and Nick Spencer has made it the worst possible read. Literally, it's worse than the Clone Saga. I mean, I've not read it in 3 days. Excuse me, I read 2 issues today. I forgot about that. It is terrible. Kindred Spirit's a terrible thing. Any cool plans? I don't know. I think for us, the last couple of months have been, rough between moving. Dustin's job has changed. We had, hey, I'm not talking about that. Look, I'm maybe not as big of a Saga fan as you are, but Saga is one of my top 5 favorite reads I've ever read. I have all 3 of the things there. I'm not reading where we're at. I'm waiting for them to do another like collected edition, then I'll pick it up at that point. I'm not a fan of reading Saga in individual issues. I don't think it's as good to me that way. But that's most things, right? You're talking to the guy that, when I read stuff now, I read it in massive batches, i.e. 1,000+ issues of Spider-Man at this point. So, but yeah, so the show, I think for us, it's really come down to instead of putting out a video every day, try to put something, at least out a couple of videos a week that are the best possible quality content and see how that goes. But man, we have had, between the deaths on my side of the family and moving and your job, and then you were working on kind of the career change, so you were focusing on the pressing and the buying and stuff. Really the big thing was just to focus on putting out a few really quality ones. So, but as far as like,
I need to do a room tour.
Yeah.
Like next time you're down,
yeah,
get the gimbal out and do a room tour. I mean, I
Yeah.
built this room and still haven't shown it off, so that would be something. I think it would be good.
We did have another company reach out to us yesterday that
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure at this point who the hell knows, right? I mean, you could end up with another scenario where Jack DeMaio sends you, or sorry, Mr. Bolo sends you a contract, gets you all pumped up and excited, and then becomes a little bitch and never responds back to you and won't even at least tell you why.
Yeah.
But
honestly, that was the only thing that pissed me off.
like, I don't give a shit.
Have the
Neither one of us
balls
need
to
the
at
money,
least
but
say something. Don't
Yeah.
just act like it didn't happen.
yeah, it's like, oops, I'm a bitch. I didn't accidentally send you that.
Yeah.
Stupid. But yeah, but again, so I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, we've worked with DC. We've had other companies we've worked with, and it's been fine. But I think Dustin, I don't know. I mean, I think we're kind of past the point of like, oh man, our big goal is to like collaborate with cool comic companies.
Yeah,
Like, we've done it. It's been fun. So I don't know. Like, depending on what this other company wants to do.
yeah.
But I don't want to feel like we're beholden to that company or any company ever again.
I think we're at the point now where we want to do our own thing the way we
hit
want to do it.
We hit the bucket stage.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he just said that. I mean, that right there tells you.
It's midnight, right?
Yeah, but I said it like 5 minutes into the video, so
yeah, that's not going to be like, we're not going to turn into just cursing all the time, right?
just for the sake of doing it. But I mean, I don't know. I guess getting to the point where we're trying to be more real and not just, everything's beautiful and wonderful and like,
because shit ain't all that wonderful.
Call shit like you see it. I think that's the kind of content I like to watch. I like people that are real, that call shit like they see it. Like,
I think
it doesn't mean we're just going to get on here and be assholes all the time. I mean,
literally all we want to do is talk about good stuff, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That Ninja Turtle shirt rocks. That's from the TMNT Club. So that is from the limited. Is that from before or post? Was that the?
No, this was the first run that Jabroni
You were like one of a few people.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he sent me. He actually sent me a tank top.
Yep.
Same exact thing, and I'm the only other person. I think he said me, him, and one other person have one, and that's it.
I wonder what they ever did with that turtle bus I sent down to him.
I don't know.
And then, but it kind of hurt my feelings this week because I started playing Kakarot, the Dragon Ball Z game, and he was about as big of a Dragon Ball Z fan as I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to the point to where the Ginyu Force, I was fighting them, and you guys probably don't know what the Ginyu Force is, but they started doing the posing and stuff like that.
I remember him posting those videos.
Yeah,
or the pictures.
Man, yeah. I mean, definitely hit me in the feelings there for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing last night. I was actually cleaning my Turtles #1. I pulled it out and I was like, I wonder if there's anything I can clean on this. And I was cleaning it, and I was thinking about him too.
Yeah. It was certainly sad to whenever that popped up, and it hit me in the heart. I was like, literally, I mean, outside of Justin, there's not many people I've ever met that was like that into it. So
yeah.
Speaking of which, man, new Dragon Ball Z movie comes out on the 19th.
Is it look any good?
It's looking fantastic. It feels like they're finally going to do this character some justice.
I'm nervous about this. Of course, I didn't know the Joe Rogan Turtles movie was going to be like a cartoon movie. So
Seth Rogen?
Yeah, Seth Rogen.
Didn't it just come out?
I don't know if it came out yet or not.
I think so.
Yeah, I thought so too, Jeffrey. I knew it was getting close.
Yeah, because that's when we were doing the Mainframe Comic-Con when we found out.
Yep.
We were talking
literally sitting backstage about to go
Talked to
on,
Donny Cates'
and
wife and all of those people.
yeah, and I got the message. Yep.
Yeah. Mind blowing, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna watch. I don't mean I don't know. I don't. I. It's hard for me to watch cartoon movies of any kind. Like
Not me, bro.
it just doesn't. You
I
know. But I
I
would love to see.
the
I'd
other
love to
day,
see live action again.
yeah. The other day, we were sitting in here, out here in the area, and I had never seen the Minions, that the whole chain of movies.
We
And
haven't
so
either.
I put on the first one, and it was so damn funny. What's
Was
his
it?
name? Is hilarious. The guy
Steve
from The
Carell?
Office. Yeah, worth
I
every
love
minute,
Steve Carell.
and a lot of adult humor that's still clean. What's up, Mike? Hope you're doing well. Oh man. Other than that though, not much going on in our world. I need to do a room tour too, but it's looking a little rough on this half. And Dustin, I don't know if did you ever see the big hole up here and on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Yeah. I gotta get that fixed.
I'm loving the new light I put in here.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. I never looked at that.
It's crazy looking. It looks like an alien spider of some sort. I'm gonna put 2 more in here too, one on each side, and then I got the one in the middle. I won't even have to have studio lighting in the studio anymore.
See, I thought whenever you sent that and I looked at it, I thought water had come through and fell through the thing. I was like, oh Lord, that's Dustin's luck. Bullet Train does look amazing. I'm ready for those kinds of movies again. Like I said, watching all of those have been really good.
You don't have any more. You don't have any books you're looking at picking up anytime soon?
No, no, I'm done. There's not been a single. Amazing Spider-Man 700. I lost that bid by like $4. It was a PGX 9.8 in a newsstand, so it was a very expensive
Is that
book.
the one that's like the Spider-Man face with all those Spider-Mans in it?
Yeah, that's the only other one. And I don't think that's a hard one. That book's crashing. They're all crashing. Just let it all crash and burn, baby. But other than that, no, I've got literally everything. You hooked me up with the 42. I guess I need a number one, but that's the way this economy is going. Even if it were to drop, I mean, it would have to drop like close to 2K before I'd feel comfortable pulling. So Sky's company just got bought out, so that's also nerve wracking. So we'll see.
What about that Hulk show I sent you the thing for?
I think they're just doing like a behind the scenes how it was made kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what that was.
Yeah, but it looked cool. That's what I responded back to. I was like, this looks fun.
Yeah.
I love those kind of things.
I just wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear, Dustin? Point of topic. Before we even start this conversation, we both agree She-Hulk does look very fun and interesting, and that we do want to both see this. But apparently, everybody
there. Positive statements about MCU.
But apparently, everybody who made fun of the CGI was doing it strictly because they wanted control over the way women's bodies look, not the fact the CGI just.
I saw that shit. Yeah.
I'm like, how in the world are you going to deflect from the fact that Marvel treats their CGI artists so terribly?
Just like, fuck off, lady. Like, Jesus Christ.
That's your deflection?
I swear.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh God, it's on Vulture. That means it's terrible.
How about the shit looked bad because it looked bad?
Yeah, I thought. It
looks good. I like it now.
Like the overall character design looked great. I thought she looked wonderful.
Everybody thought it looked weird in the first one,
but it didn't look polished or clean.
Like now it looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly, that's like the only thing between other than Black Panther. That's like the only thing between now and next November when we get to Fantastic Four that I care to see.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really care that much about, and I just can't.
What about that Punisher news we heard about a little bit?
He's coming for Daredevil? So it depends on if Disney curbs it, or you know what I mean, like
Is it confirmed that it's happened yet? That
Yeah,
it's happening,
apparently, I
or
believe so.
okay?
Yeah, I wish they'd bring back the Punisher series.
Well,
That
I
would be great.
almost fell out of my chair when I saw Who Dat Comics, and it had the words DC and Grail in the same thumbnail. I thought maybe somebody had body snatched you, or that there was a typo. Maybe I read whose channel this was wrong.
Oh, when is D23, Christine? It's coming up soon, right?
September 10th or something, 18th.
That would be a fun one to go to, I think. Just to be an experience of all the Marvel stuff. I hate the fact I didn't go to San Diego Comic-Con because of that massive Spider-Man thing they had going.
Mm.
Yeah, Legion, we talked all about that and the WhatNot issues, and or I'm sorry, the resellers jumping in line issues, and all of that. Like, we spent the first hour and a half on that one, I think. Whoa, did they really? Because The Life of Pi was apparently
Wow.
massively successful, and I believe one of the most beautifully done movies with the tiger and the water and whatnot. That's wild.
No, it definitely wasn't Comic Man Andy. There was confirmation that his ass was standing in line and got cut in front of too. I saw some guy doing a video. I think it was that Chip guy doing a video, and he said he saw Andy standing in line. People jumped in front of him too. I'd be like, "Oh hell no, y'all ain't about to cut in front of my man Andy, nicest damn human being standing on 2 feet that I've ever met."
Is he as tall as you are?
I just want to give him a damn hug. Like, Andy's just one of them people that,
And it's getting weird.
like, you look at Andy and you're just like, I want that son of a bitch to give me a hug so bad. I bet it just feels good. Is that weird? Is that weird, Andy, that I said that? Does that make you feel weird? I hope it makes you feel weird.
That's wild. And makes me feel weird. Yep, makes me feel very awkward. I've never met a person and thought, you know what? They look friendly. Let me go talk to them and hug them. I
would just lay my head on his beard.
You are some weird asses, I tell you that much. Oh my gosh. Good news, guys. Justin went to 2.
Oh my God. I was laughing all day long because it's like every 10 minutes, another angry text message from Justin.
I love that man. I genuinely cannot wait to get to hang back out with him.
This was available when you was friends. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, DC Kirby.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with Kirby no matter what it is.
I'm wondering, with all this DC stuff and the rework and Zaslav, if now's a good time to start picking up some DC keys. Because what if all of a sudden they start kicking it off real big?
Oh, and Wrightson, yeah. Do what now?
I said I'm wondering if look, Andy didn't even respond after you were being weird about the hug thing. He left. He said, "No, I'm done." Oh, if buying DC keys right now would be a good time, because of the whole rework and the Zaslav thing, and what if all of a sudden they figure some shit out, and I don't think. But again, the thing with DC.
And that's stuck in here now.
I picture him having perfect chest hair, like perfectly manscaped, like. Anyways, that's weird. I'm done. Yeah. But honestly, though, like the DC keys, man, it's going to be so difficult because, I mean, it would be like you'd have to buy what is the equivalent of the Silver Age keys because, I mean, all the best.
DC Silver Age keys have got to, and everybody says it all the time. Definitely the most undervalued stuff out there, bro.
Yeah, because I mean the Golden Age stuff is, fairly expensive, right? I mean,
yeah,
for their main characters, you're not touching that shit. By the way, F Todd McFarlane, because dude has an Action Comics #1 AF-15 just chunking them shits around. I will not sign this one. Don't give a shit if you bring it to me or not. It's like an 8
just tosses it on the desk. Yeah, I remember I was watching that. Me and you were sitting there watching that together.
No, he just did another one. He just did another one.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. He did that same kind of video before his first CGC sign.
I know. Well, he did it
He's doing
again.
another one.
Yeah, which I just
I
want to
told
meet
my
the
I
man.
you see, I kept saying if he does another one, I wanted to send my flaming carrot
He
turtles
showed
cover
it.
in.
He showed that one. It's his first work. He goes, "I'll sign this." Let me see if I can pull it up. I
Really?
love that man. I really do. I wonder if like I offered to make a donation, if he would like if I like tweeted at him, he was like, "Look, if I make um like X amount of donation to like a Heroes Foundation or something, would you give me 15 minutes to talk with you?" Goad him in somehow. Oh man. I do, man. He has had such an influence on comic books and Spider-Man as a whole that's what I want to talk about is Spider-Man. And F you Marvel. Um let's see.
Speaking of DC keys, I gotta lock down that Batman 189 at my shop. I got a Batman 189 and an Iron Man 1 that John's got at the shop. He's had them for like 4 months. He got them in the same collection that he got that whole Daredevil run in for like several months ago.
Hmm.
And I still don't think that they've priced them, but I got to get that Batman 189 monkey off my back, dude. Because that's been like the one book that has eluded me for the past few years. Been on my I gotta have it list every year, and I still haven't done it. But part of that is because I got pissed off because it went from being like a $200 book in a certain grade to like a $750 book in that same grade in like a year, and I was just like, ugh.
Did Todd take that video down? Because I cannot find it anywhere. DC actually stands for Detective Comics. I did a video on that years ago, and it has done very well, by the way. And some douche canoe gets on there and he goes, "Really? It took 3 minutes to answer the question. 2 minutes and 50 seconds in. Can you just get to the answer?" And he called me a name, and I just
I saw
responded.
that. He's like, Jesus Christ. I'm like,
I just responded back. I was like, "No." I'm like, dude. I mean, I gave a history. It was pretty damn cool. I thought. Leave me alone.
what
I'm
my
just
thing
gonna go.
is like, if we just jump on there and it's a 4-second video, like, what's the point of doing the damn video? You could have just Googled that shit.
That is what's
Our
wrong with
job is to be entertaining and influential. I almost said influenza. We do not want to be influenza. We are influencers. Just
I'm just
sons of
trying to.
bitches.
Why is this foodie video not anywhere?
We
I
should make
cannot.
we should make black t-shirts that just say influencer on them. We need to find a way to revamp up our merch store.
Oh, I got to bring it back.
Yeah, because now DC's not here to say that we can't have one.
DC's not here to say they can have one either. They're about to shit.
Oh, poor bastards.
I know. I don't hope
I
people
hope
lose
they
their
get it
job.
turned around, man.
I was about to say because apparently there's looms that they're about to clean massive house on the comic side of things, and I don't hope that they anybody loses their jobs. I just hope they get crap together, dude. I am shocked. I cannot find this book, this post anywhere.
Nope, they wouldn't. They made us take it down before we could do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, we saw Super Pets.
it was pretty damn good.
We took the kids to see it last weekend.
All right, I gotta go pee real
Joe
quick.
did. You what?
I
Where
gotta
you
go
going?
use the rest of the room.
I don't know what he said, um, but yeah, we saw Super Pets last weekend. I went down to Nick's house and we took the kids to go see it. It was good. Yeah, it was cool. I thought that the gerbil or what was it, a gerbil or a hamster? It was a gerbil, right? I thought that villain was like much more villainous than they made Gore, which was really sad. Like they gave you everything you needed in a villain. We had origin story, we had good reasoning, we saw the character development. the villain, being victorious and the villain not being victorious. Like, everything was there. We saw the whole journey. It was a guinea pig. Okay. But I mean, like, if they would have taken the Super Pets route with Gore the God Butcher, like, that shit might have been cool as hell. But they didn't. But it definitely seemed like that character I took a lot more seriously as a villain than I did Gore the God Butcher. And that
what my biggest issue with Morbius has been is the fact that he's not been in it.
What?
The 6-armed spider that was in Morbius's first appearance in comic books.
Oh, there was an end credit scene?
Didn't watch it.
Yeah, we didn't pay for that.
He's like, no, it's nothing.
Okay. I actually thought it was crazy that people were still sitting there. I'm like, bro, this is a kid's cartoon. You all waiting around for an end scene.
I also watched Uncharted. That was the other movie I watched this week. Super good.
There were two. Now I feel real stupid because I was just thinking people were crazy sitting around in a kid's movie thinking, I was like, what? We all waiting for an end scene on a kid's movie? My bad. I was wrong. You win this round, Lettuce. Yeah. Yeah, the turtle was funny.
Except for the weird, like, bleep curses. Wasn't my favorite. But as some people say on our Instagram, I'm just a prude. I just don't want to have to explain to my 3-year-old what orgies are and the bleeping are, not my thing.
Man, I think we're running low.
I was trying to find this Todd McFarlane video to show you guys.
Oh, that sounds pretty. That sounds like it would have been good, Mark. Black Adam and his dog shows up arguing about being anti-heroes with crypto. Tell you what, that one scene with Kevin Hart, the character he did, that's about damn near enough to make you damn upset, just sad as shit.
Oh, man.
It made me want to go home and just hug the hell out of my dog. I was just like, damn, man. Got The Hunt this coming Friday over on Tony Sanders' channel. Should be a good one because me and my crew got all the damn gold now.
Christine, where did you send it?
Russ snuck in there and took the big belt from freaking Man Cave out of nowhere. So now me and him are back on top, just running everything. Should be a fun show. You're not going to be going to any of the cons next month with me, are you?
What are they?
There's the Lexington one. There's a Savannah con. And I think there was one in Tennessee somewhere.
The only one I knew about was Lexington.
I can't remember.
You need to convince Justin to come down to Savannah.
Well, I don't know what. Look up let's see what the dates are.
Okay, Legion.
Later, Mark.
Christine, where was the link? Sorry, man. I missed this. I just tried to Google it and couldn't find it. I feel like I've been robbed of an experience.
He was robbed. Bro, I cooked some boneless ribs on the grill today.
Those aren't even ribs.
The what?
So those aren't even ribs. That's like saying
I know it's just pork chops, but they were cut into rib shapes. They were good as hell, I can tell you that. I got this marinade from the meat shop, marinated it, and slap some good old what is that seasoning I use? I can't remember what that season I use is. That rub. Put some good rub on it. Got a nice char on it. Slap some Sweet Baby Rays to finish them off. And then did those corn ribs that I make.
Yeah.
Damn it, corn's good. Talking about a world-class asshole.
Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd even be worth it to go, man.
It's just supposed to have some good vendors, like comic stuff.
Is it? It's not just a thing.
There's
think
some of
this would be
your Dragon Man guys.
Yeah, I mean, these are the kind of guys that would have like 2 people online and that'd be it.
Mm.
Oh, it's what's his name? Interesting.
I mean, the Lexington one should be fun.
Is that the other one that they bought and they do?
Yeah, they're just now decide. I think this is the first time they're doing it. It's just going to be their second one. Savannah had one last weekend too. I don't know if this one's bigger or smaller or whatever, but Mike said it's pretty good. But we were
Where did
thinking
you send the link? Was it to our Facebook or to our Instagram? Oh, sorry, guys. There's the COVID coughs. Let's see.
Look up the Lexington one, see what it looks like.
Yeah, nothing came through, Christine.
Oh, YouTube chat.
Oh, no. So unless you're a moderator, it won't let you copy and paste into the chat and it won't populate on our end. Basically, you're the only person that can see it. I apologize. Try, if you are on Instagram, try sending it to us there. And I looked up Lexington Comic Con, Dustin, and the only thing that came up was the big one.
I saw it posted on Facebook. That's the only place I saw it. Go to their Facebook page. It's The Rock. There it is, the Lexington. No. What is it? We'll go back up. There's our buddy Dustin. What is this here? The Fan Fest. Fall Fan Fest. Nope, back up. Too far. Son of a bitch, right there.
I was just going to keep doing it until you got pissed. Okay. No real information here.
I know Jeff was looking at it, and they're supposed to have like 24. No. There's a bunch of vendor tables that look like
125.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Only $12 to get in. I mean, it'd be worth it just to go and hit that damn pizza joint again.
Good Lord.
We always have fun at Lexington anyway, though.
Yeah, it's more so just to go to hang out at this point.
And I think Justin said he's going to be going.
Well, let's rephrase. He said his wife didn't seem opposed to the idea.
You know, when we were doing the video with Dustin on the Angry Girlfriend variant,
Yeah.
Jeff said they were sitting right behind us in the background doing like a crazy comic.
Oh, yeah.
Like
You told me it was like tens of thousands.
Yeah. I still haven't went back and watched it to see. I don't think there's any other real big cons that's anywhere near us for the rest of the year. I'm just looking forward to Heroes Con. You better damn put those dates in your damn wife's calendar and let her know.
Well, this year was more so just about Ellie's birthday and trying to get that thing built.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying. We don't need nothing to be scheduled.
Don't worry, Disney is only on the summer times. Hell, next year I'm going to have 3 weeks of vacation finally. Boy, and I better get some more stocks this year. That's all I'm saying.
I have as much vacation time as I want, as long as I don't mind not getting paid. Sucks ass.
All right, so this is what Christine was talking about earlier. This was a full-blown boob size chart. Bro, they legit were measuring them.
Wow.
They were not messing around. Oh, man. Okay, when you throw in Red Sonja, yeah. I wonder what would happen if you were to remove Red Sonja. Oh my God, that is funny. Okay, well, they were serious about this. What do you guys think?
That seems like a weird thing to do.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Russ sent the ink credit.
Okay, I'm going to share it up. I'm going to share it over. Red Rover. Interesting.
My wife's down there crocheting for Nana.
What now?
My wife is crocheting for Nana now.
Oh, that's fun.
Sky's Nana, not ours.
Oh, okay.
She ordered a bunch of seahorses.
Why?
I don't know.
Did she she bought them, or she just was being nice?
I guess she's going to give them to somebody. I don't know. She got grandkids, right?
Well, yeah. All right, here's the end credit scene. Oh, it's Batman
That's
too.
my toy.
Oh.
Then why is it in my mouth? Superman.
Black Adam.
Oh, that's it? What a shame. That was a tease.
So I wonder. So The Rock. Somebody was asking like if Black Adam was going to fight Superman, and he said, "Well, it just depends on which Superman." I wonder if that's what he was damn talking about.
I don't know.
Because that's
honestly,
exactly
I would have loved to have seen, even if you remove the pets, I'm for that like animated universe. They should build on that.
What's going on? That is what DC does best.
DC, without a doubt, does.
Maybe that's what they should stick to.
I know there was more, but it didn't play anymore. There was only like 7 seconds of it.
I want to watch The Injustice.
It was not good.
No?
They destroyed that whole story. They chopped it up and made it bullshit. They took away all the best parts of it, if I'm being honest. No worries, Dad. I'm just glad we got to see a little bit of it. I need to see if my little girl wants to go back to the movies. Maybe I can convince her to go watch it again. That was such a fun experience, taking your kid for the first time to the movie. I think I took Hagen the first time, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Were you there?
No, I had to stay here for work.
That's right. Okay. So, because Sky and Amanda went and did something or another, or they went and watched a different movie. I think Andy and I took Hagen. I didn't mean to rob that from you.
It's all right. We have an awesome time going to movies.
He literally spent the whole time, guys. And Hagen was like maybe 3 at this point. Maybe, yeah, he was probably about 3, about Ellie's age.
Yeah.
And he had been sipping soda, because back then I drank soda. In the whole movie, he was sipping soda out of my cup.
You kind of have a complex about that.
Huh? What now?
You've kind of developed a complex about your non-soda drinking.
I'm very proud of it. I like to remind myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that's totally cool.
It is strictly for me. I'm such an addict, dude. You left the Mountain Dew in my fridge. and the pouring it out into the sink and
Yeah,
smelling
see,
it.
yeah, and like because I mean, all I drink is like one of these a day plus
Yeah.
and that's not even and plus a couple of
Yeah.
these.
This is
And
what I drink is
Amanda
sparkling water.
had bought she got me some pretzels
Yeah.
for the trip, and she bought a Mountain Dew, and I was like, why would you do that? And that was
Bro.
why it was in your fridge, because I was just like, I'm not drinking that,
Dude.
But
look,
then I didn't. But then when I went, I couldn't find any water in your house. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to drink this.
well,
So
we
it
have the
was sitting in
fridge
truck.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in the fridge because it'd been sitting in the truck.
Dude.
It was real hot, and I was like, well, if I have to drink this, I'm not gonna drink it hot.
Man, look, I'm sitting there pouring it out, and I told Scott, I said I could kill him. The smell, and you can just taste it. And like, guys, I don't know if you have any addictions or anything, but sodas were definitely one of my worst, and sweet tea. When we grew up, Mom would put
Not
two,
me. No
3
addiction.
cups of sugar in a gallon of sweet tea, and it'd put you in a damn diabetic coma. If I try to drink that right now, like this is like unsweetened tea, and that's all I drink now besides these. But like I'm telling you, if I would have had a sip of that,
that right there, damn, that's some communist shit right there. Unsweet tea.
if I would have drank that Mountain Dew, I promise you guys, I would have gotten the truck, drove to Publix, bought every type of soda I haven't drank for the last 3 years at this point, almost 4, and I would have sat like the biggest crack addict and drank every soda I could find. And it was just pouring it out. And you could smell it. And I can just taste it. Oh, and then Sky, she hasn't. It's been about almost the same amount of time for her, and she's a coke addict. Just as bad as kind of Mom was and whatnot. And it is the most difficult thing. But when you don't have it, it's not as.
I've been super proud of her for keeping her nose clean.
I know, man. I'm telling you what.
Went over your head.
No, you're talking about coke, like.
Yeah.
No,
But it was like a double entendre because it made sense, like keeping your nose clean, but literally, or
Yeah.
was it?
That's funny.
Damn it,
Hey,
Perry.
we used to go to that movie grill.
Perry, you look like you might have, like you slimming down, bro, or is it just the camera angle?
Is he wearing the jacket?
Watched the video the other day. I was like, my man, working on it.
He's prepping for the banana farm or whatever it is.
He ain't doing the damn banana farm.
Oh man. Marietta Movie Grill. Remember
I didn't
when
know you was local out here, Mike. Right on. We've been to that one.
Yeah, I want to say the last one we went to was Maleficent. I think I still lived there back then. Except we didn't go to Marietta. We went to the one over in Okay, so this is like the second time somebody said it's that good. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I can get into it. It kind of freaks me out.
My ass is gonna sit in here and watch it tonight. Now watch, because my wife was asking me about it yesterday.
You ought to watch it together.
We might. We watched Lock and Key season 1 together, and we liked it.
Yeah, that
And
was
season
good.
2 came out, and it kind of sucked.
Yeah, I didn't watch season 2.
Yeah.
Sky and I watched the first 2 seasons
Did
of
the Jim Halpert?
What?
The Jim Halpert.
Oh. We watched the first 2 seasons of Umbrella Academy together, and we liked that a lot.
Never looked at it either.
Yeah, it was okay. Have you seen Jim Halpert? Not Jim Halpert. John Krasinski talking about how Jim Halpert was actually the villain of the entire Office season of show. There's like this whole theory out there about it, and he talked about it recently on the talk show.
Really?
Yeah. What's up, Thomas? Well, maybe it's worth it. Yeah. Remember Mike's talked about the Accor Theater and stuff with us.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only theater I go to.
Perry's been working out.
Good deal, dude.
Yep, we are still on. Hey, I got a.
Now, next time you see Bueller, Perry, you can be like, "Huh, Bueller, you're still fat," since he made fun of you last time.
Oh my god! I don't know. Did that do irreparable harm to you guys' relationship? I haven't seen you guys on a stream together since.
Harry was like, "That's the first thing he said to me." He was like, "You're way fatter than I thought you would be." I'm like, what the?
We haven't seen you two on a stream together since that time. I still go back and watch that video sometimes when they were on our live stream.
Shit, none of us have streamed together in a couple of years. Like the whole group hadn't. Like I was sitting around last night while I was like pressing stuff and I finished cleaning everything I was gonna clean, and so I had a book in the press, and I was waiting to flip it, and I was just sitting here and I'm looking through YouTube and I'm like, damn man, like a couple of years ago, man, like there was shit popping off every night of the week.
Yeah.
And it's a Friday and nobody's live. I was like, I might jump on and hang out on somebody's live tonight. What? Nobody doing shit last night. I was like, it's a Friday, man. Like this would have been unheard of a couple years ago. And then Bubs finally did something at 12 o'clock, literally as I went down. I had just laid down in the bed at 12 o'clock and he did one. And I was like, son of a bitch. So I got up and I went up here and got on with him. But I was just like, man, like we used to always have streams going, like somebody. Went to a movie for the first time in a long time in Noonan, Georgia. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Thor was rough.
Too bad it was Thor. I love going out to the comic shop out there in Noonan. They got a good shop out there. That's you guys have heard me talk about Dave's Comics and Collectibles out in Fayetteville. That's like his second shop out there in Noonan. And man, I pulled some pretty badass books out of there, super cheap, just $5 boxes. Second Ghost Rider, high grade, pulled that out a couple years ago. Crazy. Last movie I saw in theaters was Sonic 2. We went and took my kid to see that. We enjoyed it. The Sonic movies were pretty solid. I mean, really didn't have a whole lot of complaints about them. Thought they were pretty good. Looking forward to the third one. Sucks that we won't have any Jim Carrey. Everybody keeps talking about Sandman. It's making me want to watch it now. Well, we'll be done here in a little bit. I'm putting it on
Probably here in a minute. Do you want to go ahead and call it?
All right, we'll go to bed.
Just tell her we're going to hang up and
Oh, she's going to bed. Like, she ain't sitting up anyway.
Christine, the last theater, or when we went to over here to Bridge Street's theater, and it's okay. It's not the best, but somebody got arrested.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For what?
No clue. We were just standing up top and may or may not have been drinking a little bit, so I was kind of indifferent about things. And I just see this cop slam this dude on his noggin. And then, of course, there was like a bunch of other people around him, like yelling, and the cop's by himself. And I'm like, is this worth getting shot over? Probably not.
Were you yelling, what's that damn website?
World Star?
World Star, bitch!
No. And then a bunch of other cops came in, and I felt bad because it was probably just somebody being stupid, popping off at the mouth or threatening somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And, hopefully, they arrested him and let him, not necessarily let him go, but you know what I mean? Like, hopefully it didn't ruin his life over being a hothead. He didn't look old enough to be drinking, so I don't know I don't think that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's awesome. When we grew up, I used to play football against a lot of the people in Marietta, and those are some big boys over there. Kennesaw. We always just destroyed Ackworth or North Cobb. It was North Cobb, so. But yeah.
Then you got, what's that one starts with an H? Harrison or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, man, dude, it's been that's so long ago. But yeah, I think it's what it is. I never specifically played them. They had that running back that played at Georgia Tech, I think. What was his name? Short little stocky dude. And his thighs were like freaking 48 inches around. Knocked Zach Gonis out, I believe is who. Maybe it wasn't him. Nah, it may not have been. I don't remember.
Gonis would have been a senior your freshman year.
Yeah, I think it might have been that then.
He's knocked the shit out of people. Oh, you know what I watched this weekend? Netflix did a Woodstock 99.
That's what Mike is just talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it was called, was Trainwreck. Yeah, I still don't like how they try to spin that shit off as being Fred Durst's fault. Like, that was Woodstock's fault, bro. They treated them people like shit. They got what they like all that money they saved, cutting all them corners and giving those people the trash living quality that they gave them while they were there. Yeah, I think they probably lost all that money. I mean, I never realized how bad it got, but I mean, like, they blew up like 12 semi trucks, bro.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sandman number 1. I don't have any Sandman. But yeah, it was pretty good though. But yeah, I never realized like the shitty conditions that they had to live in for them 3 days. It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm not really into shows like that. I'm not really into docuseries or documentaries.
Oh, I love it.
It has to be very specific, something I'm very interested in. One I'm interested in is they did this, I think it's a short documentary on what's his name? The guy that jumped. Dude is eating some effing corn on the cob right now.
Evil Knievel?
No, DB Cooper.
Oh, I was gonna say Travis Pastrana. Who are we talking about?
DB Cooper, the guy that jumped from the plane. And the only reason is because growing up, Sky and her family always used to think Pop was DB Cooper. You know what I mean? Because he was kind of just like self-made, out of nowhere, kind of, had money and whatnot. And they were just like, is he DB Cooper? It was the funniest thing I've ever heard somebody tell me. Sky Elio still ask about him. Where's Pop?
That's sad.
And then she goes, he's with Jesus. And then it makes you want to cry. It's the saddest thing in the world. No, but that sounds fun. I'm trying to think of what else I've watched. I watched Uncharted. That was a fun one. Gray Man was fun this week. I'm going to finish Morbius tonight.
Ooh, we just got season 2 of what's that show called? Big Lumber?
No clue.
Big Timber.
Nope.
It's about a lumbering company in Canada.
Oh, I've been watching Moonshiners. Finish that up. I want to go to Sugarlands. That's where Mark and Digger do their distillery.
Ain't that where you're gonna go next weekend?
No, it's because that's over in like the east side of Tennessee, so it's like a 5-hour drive. Have a good night, Vinny. This is like just north of Nashville at a distillery. Let me see. Oh, there's the video game developer show that I love so much. It just announced a season 3. I've also heard that Severance. What is the name of it, Christine? I'm on Apple TV trying to find it. Severance, I've heard, is supposed to be pretty good. And then I'm very interested in the new movie Luck, but it's an animated one. Ted Lasso. I need another Ted Lasso ASAP.
I've still not seen it.
Is it called Prehistoric Planet?
I think I have Apple TV on my iPad.
You can download the app on anything, and then it's Apple TV Plus.
I think I got like a free year's worth of it.
And then you can just use that to log into things. You already tried watching Ted Lasso.
I don't even know what icon looks like.
It literally just type in TV. Mike, have a good night. We're probably about to wrap it up ourselves.
Oh, no, I guess I don't have a free year. I thought I did.
Sometimes they do 6 months, but hell, it's been a year almost since you've had that thing.
I got it for Christmas.
Patrick's like, everything sucks compared to the Sandman. Now, don't look at the baldness of my head, by the way. Ignore it.
That's rough.
You
can see it turning into a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, I mean, literally, just like Dad.
What are you going to do?
Bro, if this stuff kicks in and works, I'll just be spending about $500 a year on hair care. I don't give a damn.
And here I am, like, I shave mine weekly, and it just won't go away. I think shaving my head bi-weekly for the last, 15 years has damaged my hair. It's definitely gotten thinner, but when it grows out, if I let it grow out all the way, it just gets thick and thicker and thicker and thicker. It drives me nuts. I wish all my hair would fall out of my head and I could just be stone cold bald. Save me the time and effort. Yeah, I think me and my wife are going to have to watch Sandman tomorrow then.
It's going to be very weird. Very.
Yeah,
very
I know. I tried to read the comics.
Okay. As long as you kind of know what to expect. It's not going to be.
Yeah, I tried to read the comics and I just couldn't get into them. I couldn't follow it. It just wasn't my thing. Garth Ennis isn't my thing, though.
It's not Garth Ennis.
That's not Garth Ennis? I thought that
No,
was
it's Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No. Garth Ennis is... no.
Freaking lunatic. All right, guys. Well, I think we are about spun out for the night.
I'm trying to tell Christine about this show on Apple TV. I cannot remember it. It's a show about a developer. Developers, games. Raven game. Give me a second, guys. I know I sound like an idiot. But they developed this live action role play game.
Mythic Quest?
Mythic Quest. Thank God. Jesus Christ. It's Mythic Quest. Phenomenal.
All you literally had to do was Google video game developer show, and it just, bigger
Well, I was on the app.
Bigger than shit, Nick.
If you like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it's made by the same creative group.
Never saw it.
Hilarious. Me neither. We just watched it on a whim, Sky.
It's about useless as lips on a chicken. I tell y'all what.
I swear to God, chicken lips are hilarious. Oh, Sky, I love talking to Ellie about chicken and chicken eggs, because she'll tell you that chicken eggs come from chicken butts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mythic Quest is the best. It is so funny. And what's funny is it kind of pokes fun at all the things that it is. And it's just, they make fun of kind of everything, right? About anything from developers to instead of making really deep, forefront political statements, they're kind of making fun of those things. So it's very interesting, but it's very self-aware, and I love it. I think it's phenomenal. It's it's not up there with Ted Lasso, but it's pretty solid.
It's super meta, bro.
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
Me neither. I just hear people say it all the time, and I'm like, what in the shit does that mean?
Mm-mm. All right, let's call it. You guys, you're the best part of Two Books Comics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, don't be a bitch and cut in front of people and the line, WhatNot people. What? We're supposed to be getting rid of this collect your way slogan, so maybe that's what we'll new one to be. No longer collect your way. Don't be a don't be a whatnot bitch. That's not the slogan. Just don't be a line cutter. Don't be a line cutter. That was funny. I find myself humorous. I should have got drunk to do this show. That would have been better. Tell you people how
I
it
was
really
trying not to blanket shit on people like Andy.
I'm not shitting on nobody. I didn't name any names.
I know, but Andy is a whatnotter. You just called him a bitch.
No, he didn't cut in front of people's lines.
I
That
know.
was
You
part
just
of it.
said, "Don't be a whatnot bitch." Like
Oh.
the fuck.
That's not what I mean. You know what I mean. A drunk show would be funny. Oh, I think we've done one or two, but we still held our own.
Oh, we're fucking still live. I wasn't looking up. I thought we were off the show.
No, thank God.
Damn. I'm glad I didn't release the list of names.
Didn't say any F words. All right, see y'all later.